Good morning, YouTube. It is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to talk about all things going live both on YouTube as well as TikTok. So make sure you subscribe, comment, like this live so that we can continue to do this and grow together. And I want to support you as you think about your branding journey. So come on in. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you being here. My moderator will be joining shortly, but I want you to stay with me through the entire time so you can learn a little bit about how you can make an effective brand. So we're going to talk about that. And then, as you know, I co-stream on TikTok. And so I'm going to start the co-stream in a second. Just so that we can get going, and we are not going to be here all day long. And so let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to set up my TikTok in a second. And so I will get back to that. No, it doesn't let me unread it. Okay. And so I'm going to set my screen. I appreciate you joining. I am going to let me go over here to YouTube real quick and like the live. I'll make sure I can do that real quick. Since 100 followers before you actually go live. I'm setting up my screen now, so there we go. I'm setting up my screen now, so there we go. I'm setting up my screen now, so there we go. All right, so I got one message in there. So I got one. I'm gonna go to the other one and see if I can make that one happen as well. Hello, friends. How are you? Thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. We are going to connect really quickly. We're going to make sure we are showing some love to the live host. Please like the live and make sure you comment as well. And that way we have a couple of different likes in here. I see you all. I appreciate it. Come on in and like the live. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining. Thank you for liking the live. Those who came in to support, I appreciate it. Continue to come in. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get started in a second. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining. And we'll get started in 1 second. I appreciate you being here. And we're going to continue to grow. That's the goal. All right, friends, let's do this. Let me get ready to go live on TikTok. I'm a few minutes behind. This is my go live with ease. Go live and monetize your expertise. And so we'll get that going as well. Sorry for the delay. We're going to get started, my friends. We will get started here. Appreciate you all joining me. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to get started right now. What do I have to do? Almost right now. All right, friends. Here we go. Good morning, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. I am here. I'm here live. I'm here to help you go live and monetize your expertise. We're going to talk about all things going live, whether you have a physical product, digital products, or your consultations, whatever your solution is. I want you to go live and talk to your target audience. How you doing, Dwayne? Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. We're going to get started in a second. C. Nelson, thank you for joining. Natalie, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming into the live. How you doing, Buddha? Thank you so much for being here. Wayne and So Shell, thank you so much for joining. This is my Level Up Live. This is my 10 a.m. Go Live with Ease. So come on in. We're going to talk about all things going live. I want you to know. I want you to grow. I want you to know how to connect with your target audience. We're going to talk about all those things. So as you come in, say hi, say hello for me. Say good morning. Esquire, thank you for joining. Jeannie, thank you for being here. Pearls of Prodigy, thank you for coming in. Thank you so much, Laura, as you all are joining. Martinez, thank you for being here as well. Mrs. Hill, how are you, friend? Come on in. Thank you so much. Good morning. How you doing? How is your Saturday morning? So we are just getting started. This is my 10 a.m. Go live and monetize your expertise, friend. And then my 4 p.m. Go live with ease. How you doing, Wanda? Thank you so much. Come on in. I appreciate you being here. Like I said, say good morning. We're going to get to learning how to talk to your target audience. That's what this topic is about. Making sure that you are branding yourself. Because if you're talking to everybody, then you're talking to nobody. So you want to make sure you are talking to the people who want to listen to you. So we're going to do that today, where you learn a lot more about how to come in and connect. And then I talk about activating as a live host. So as you're a live host, you're going to be intentional about activating your room. How you doing, MJ? I see your friend. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just getting started. Mimi, thank you for joining as well. Chris, how you doing? You said, see, I didn't lie. What did you mean? What did I lie on? Let me know what you said. What does that mean, friend? Come on in. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all being here. Dee Dee, thank you for joining. Bridget, thank you for joining as well. 702 Shana, thank you for joining. Come on in, friends. So here's what we do at the beginning of the live. You like the live, you share the live out. I'm going to talk very intentionally about how to grow your live, okay? And how to get engagement. So we'll talk through that. As you can tell, I'm just getting my voice started too. Sam, thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. And I'm sharing out my live as well. And so I appreciate you all who are sharing the live out. And like I said, as you come into a live, you are now entering a relationship, okay? So the relationship is between you, me, and TikTok, and we're going to work together. And so you want to make sure your audience knows how to engage and what to do. And then I'm going to give you some tips and strategies just to make sure your live is growing and bolstered, especially in the beginning. TikTok's changed the algorithm a little bit. I'm going to say that because, now you have to do the daily heart me, or you have to claim points. So I tell people about that, as well as you're thinking very intentionally about getting your room activated. TikTok will have, I think, within the first 5 minutes, a flash goal. So those are other things that you'll see pop up. And I would say take advantage once they come on. So that helps to activate the room. But in the meantime, you want to make sure your audience knows how to engage as well. Dee Dee, how you doing? Good morning. Came in to get your daily heart me. I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Those of you who are joining just now, come in. Make sure you click that daily heart me to get your engagement points that way as well. So that's another way of doing it. Look at you. You reached that level 7 too, Dee Dee, with your heart me. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So UK, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Nikki, how you doing? Thank you for joining as well, sir. I appreciate you coming on in. Thank you so much. And then some of my other friends that are coming in now, I see you. Come on in. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where you're from. And those who are here, let me know where you're from. Good morning. How you doing, Crawford Naturals? Thank you so much for being here. And you're a level 2 engager. Good job. Awesome. Maggie, thank you so much for being here as well. You said New Orleans. New Orleans. Dee Dee, how are you, friend? Awesome. Hey, how you doing, Nookie? Nikki, how's your live journey going? Let me know how's things going for you. Um, my voice is, oh, Crawford, you're from Georgia. I'm in Orlando, Florida. So I'm in Florida. So we're neighbors, kind of. Our states touch each other. New Orleans isn't far either, but that's a little over towards the Panhandle. I don't know if our states don't touch each other. I don't think. Nice, yeah, yeah. So so in the beginning, like I said, I get the room activated. TikTok will give us the flash goal in a second, and we'll do some other things just to make sure people are here. How you doing, Sassy? You said you love Orlando. Yeah, yeah. Orlando's good. I've been here, gosh, almost 20 years. Now that I think about it out loud. My daughter, okay, she'll be 20 this year. We moved here when she was 2, so 18 years. 18 years I've been in Orlando. And before that, I was in South Florida. So I spent about 6 years there before she was born. So yeah. Yeah. So I like Orlando. I like South Florida better. I think I want to go back there, but we'll see. We'll see. Leslie, how you doing, friend? Come on in. I appreciate you being here. You got your daily heart me. Sassy, how's everything going, friend? We'll get to chatting in a second. And I usually treat this, hello, I'm in Tampa. Oh, we are neighbors. How are you, friend? My husband is from Tampa. My in-laws are there, and my daughter, the 20-year-old, goes to USF. So she's there now. So yeah, I'm on that I-4 quite a bit for them. You said I'm in Dallas area. Nice. Nice. Okay. Awesome. I've gotten there a few times. I got some good friends there. You said I'm good, Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much, Sassy. Sassy, where you're from? Good morning, everyone. How you doing, seasoned? How's everything going? You said I'm originally from Fort Myers. Awesome. Awesome. I've been over there before too. That is a nice area, actually. Very nice. You said New York. Okay. Okay. I have 2 questions I'll ask later. No, ask now. Go ahead and ask now. We'll get started. Let me get some water. My voice is just warming up, so let me get some water and go ahead and ask your questions. Oh, you said your son graduated from USF. Yes. She's loving it. She's in her second year. She's a second year student. She's about to finish up, obviously, any day now because the semester's about to end. So she'll be finishing up her second year, and yes, she's had a good time. She loves it. She's having a really good time there. I like the school too. I have to admit, as a parent, and because my career has been in higher education, I was like, you know what? As a big state school, they're doing a lot of things right. So I like it there as well. I'm trying to figure out the algorithm so my post can be pushed out. You're trying to figure out the algorithm so that your content post can be pushed out. You know what? I'm going to admit I know a little tips and strategies to the content, but that's not my wheelhouse. I'll be honest about that. When it comes to content, what I will say, what's been helpful for me is using creator search insights and paying attention to trends. So when you go to creator search insights, look at trends and see what trends are happening right now. And then try to pick a trend that is aligned with your content. So the one that I did really, really well, a post I did, and it's still doing well, it was about branding because that's part of my topic is branding. And that one did well because the trend was the luxury brands in China. So that whole conversation. So because I did that, I think I was able to ride the trend wave of everything was happening where people were pushing out that content. So it got caught in that a little bit. So I would say if you're going to do it, just make sure you're being intentional about looking at a trend, seeing what's happening, and then aligning it with your topic. Okay. Don't try to do just the trend. I would say, you might get caught up in the trend. But if you try to make it connect, how you doing, Mimi? Good morning, friend. I see you. Thank you so much. If you try to do it that way, you might see a little bit more success. That would be my suggestion. But I don't go there all the time just because I don't want that to be my only strategy. I want to do my own content too, and just hopefully it gets pushed out. Some of the other things that people do is make sure you share it out with people who are your friends and followers. And so they see it and they may heart and comment and stuff. So that's another way to do it. So people do make sure their content is getting shared out with people who are mainly engaging with their content. So, and then the other tip that people are doing nowadays is adding a post into their stories. Okay. So that's something else that people are doing. And when you add a post in your stories, you can just make it part of your stories or you can send it to your friends. Again, when you send stuff to your friends, ideally, if it's going and it's going to show up in their inbox, that's what it ends up happening. If it shows up in their inbox, they'll look at it, click it, and they may engage. And you may not get everybody engaged, but quite a few may engage. So that's another thing that people are doing just to get a little bit more eyes on their content. So I would definitely recommend doing that as you're looking at starting off and trying to build a little bit more momentum. Some other tips for content is always encouraging people at the end with a call to action. That's something else that's kind of a best practice. So if you have content, like how do you encourage people to say, make sure you follow me, or make sure you comment this in the chat, or make sure, let me know your opinion. So something else that you're asking them to do. Yeah. Okay. Yes. That too. Yeah. So again, you're asking them to engage intentionally. Mimi said, hey, happy Saturday, friends. Happy Saturday. And so I told you my voice is just not warming up. But okay, so we're gonna get started. I want to make sure you guys, if you got questions, go ahead and shoot them at me. If you have questions early, that way I can decide where to take this conversation. And my 10 a.m., like I tell you, is my level up conversation. So I talk a little bit more about how to engage, how to be intentional about your audience, how to make sure you are branding yourself. So if you have questions, let me know in that vein. And then we'll take it into how you can get additional support too. Okay. My live times have to change as soon as I get it. Wait a minute, my live times have to change as soon as I get a groove, family babies, etc. I want sustainability. Mm. 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 Okay. So in order to really get consistency in your live, I always promote making sure you have a steady time and day that you go live. So people know that. So your audience know when to find you, how to find you. If it has to change, find a time in the midst of this change, find a time that works for you that you can stick to and promote it to your audience. So if you have followers, if you have people who are coming to your live, make sure you put a sticker up and say new time, this day and time that you're going to go. So that way people know and you start marketing your new live time and you push it out to people. Maybe you do a few posts about it, put in your story, send out to your friends, your followers. I would definitely try to promote it as much as possible. Maybe if hopefully it's not a sudden change, but if it is a sudden change, just say new time. Just use that as a way to do it. I would definitely do that for like the next 2 weeks or so, just so that people know. It's hard to keep the time I chose because things always happen. Yeah. I've been able, and I have the 5-year-old. I have, my husband. He's been good with committing to me being able to do this, and so right now, him and my little guy, they're down there. He's doing his little around the house task and stuff he's doing, and my little guy's doing his morning routines and stuff because he likes to watch his games. He'll play with his Legos and do stuff like that. But they're doing this, and I'm here, and so that's been fine for us. We've been making it work. And then during the week, when I do my 4 p.m., because during the daytime and the 10 o'clock, I'm home anyway because I work from home. But during my 4 p.m., I'm still working from home. My husband comes home and then he'll get my son. So by the time I'm getting off, my son is home. They're getting settled. They might have eaten if I went longer. So little stuff like that where I'm not infringing too much on that time. So weekends, obviously everybody's home. So it's a little bit more. But during the day, it's just me. So I'm able to be flexible like that. But I would say if you could stick to a time, when I tell people, I use the analogy all the time. If you have a restaurant, if you have a restaurant you like to go to and you love the food, you love what they're sharing, you love everything about it, you want to make sure when you get there that it's open, it's available. You can get a table, you can just, you're ready to engage. So I would say be intentional about setting a time that that your audience can support. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, I'm sorry, that you can support, and then your audience will come, and then market it as much as possible. Okay. So do a live event, put that out there, do a post about it. So like for 7 days straight, you're saying, hey guys, I'm gonna have to shift. I'm having to be a mom. These other things are happening. I want you still to come and get information from me. So that's how I would do it. I would just say, I'm shifting. How you doing, Sade? Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if that works for you. We're going to set the live go because I know some of you are coming in and you might be trying to grab that daily heart me. So we're going to let TikTok know we are here. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. I'm sorry, my voice seems very congested this morning. It's me. How you doing, DWF? Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. It's blessing to you in your room. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. Okay. So TikTok, many of the people in the room already got the daily heart me. But if you are on the other side of the wall and you're thinking about coming in, grab your daily heart me. Grab your daily heart me so you can get those engagement points. And so that way we can get started. The room is getting a little bit more people in the room. We're going to get to chatting. If you have other questions, let me know where you want me to take this conversation, because usually what I will do, and if you are new to my room, let me know if you're new, because I want to make sure I'm supporting you through your journey as well. And so if you're confused about what this is, if you are trying to figure out, my life, if you're confused about what I do here, how I engage, how I support you, I'm happy to answer questions, because this live is my Level Up Live. So in this live, I'm talking about monetizing. I want you to monetize your expertise. I'm talking about making sure you're talking to your target audience so that you're offering a solution above and beyond just TikTok Live. You're offering them something where they're like, okay, I want to know and learn from them. I need to get that because what they're offering is exactly what I'm looking for. There's even a step before this. Like, you need to know who you're talking to. So if you're doing a live, then your live can't be for everyone. It has to be very specific to your target audience. So then there's a step that you need to do to research. Okay. So you want to be intentional about how you're talking, who you're talking to, and how you're addressing their pain points. Okay. You'll need to follow her. She's giving me the best information. I have heard over the last 2 weeks. Really, I appreciate that. Getting busy living. I love that. Are you going live yet, friend? Let me know if you're going live. I appreciate that. We're going to cheer for that. I appreciate you. Are you going live? Let me know how that's going for you. I went live and really wanted to get more people and monetize you said niece. I think you meant niche. I think that's it. I was like, niece, you trying to monetize your niece. You're trying to monetize your niche. So what's your niche, friend? Dee? What's your niche? Are you doing money saving tips to stretch your blessings? Okay. Faith and fragile. Okay. There we go. All right. So, yeah, she's why I started going live in the first place. Am I really, Miss Teal? You was like, look here, I started because now I got to figure out how to keep this up. I appreciate you, friend. I got you. How you doing, Coach Miss Jessie? I see your friend. Yes, autocorrect. Yep. So I was about to say your title. Are you in the school system too? I'm assuming you're teaching. And so because you're teaching, is that the schedule too? Now you're about to go into summer mode, because I know the school year is going to wrap up soon. So is that part of it too? You're like, okay, how do I do this? And now life is going to get to life in, because I got to be home. There's probably summer camps. There's some other things that you're going to have to do. So I get it, friend. I get it. I would say if you can find a rhythm, and maybe it's earlier in the day. I know that's sometimes a little annoying to wake up early and you start like that, but sometimes that works for people. There's a lot of morning live hosts, and they start their day, and there's people who are up. So TikTok streets don't sleep. They don't close. And so you'll find your audience. It's just a matter of how you're seeing the keywords, you're talking intentionally to them. Cult Riff Life. Let me know if I said that right. Thank you so much for being here, friend. You said I'm new. I appreciate that. Oh no, the lives is glitching. Is it? Kate, let me know if it's still glitching. That's probably why the room hasn't been getting activated either, because it's probably glitching. I usually don't start over. I'm one of those people, I was like, let it ride. Those numbers, they go up and down, they go up and down. So I usually don't let it bother me too much. But if it's glitching, then it might be something I need to tend to. So Didi, I am. How you doing, friend? Okay, awesome. And you said yes, the summer, exactly. I get it. I get it. Hey everyone, happy Sunshine Saturday. How you doing, friend? You are the best. Thank you so much. I enjoyed it though. I need help with creators insights, search insights you mentioned. Okay. You know what? Let me make that my topic. Because what I do, I talk about it from a TikTok shop, but I have not talked about it from a content creation. Let me talk about it there. Thank you for saying that. Mine is usually going around 6 p.m. Okay. 6 p.m. What time zone? Oh, you leveled up to level 6 too. Look at you, Mrs. Hill. How you doing, Miss TLC? Teach how to use coupon apps and saving tips. Oh, that's good. That's a good one. It's not glitching for me. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't glitch too much. Grand Rising, how you doing, Dee? I appreciate you all. I need help with TikTok shop. You're on Central Time Zone. Dee is on Central Time Zone. My live host, let's do this right now. Let's do a roll call. My live hosts who are currently going live. Yeah, I know some of you might be switching your times, but my live hosts who are still going live, tell people what you're doing. What's your topic, time zone? I go live at 8 p.m. Central. Awesome. Put your topic in there for me too. Beautiful soul, how you doing, friend? Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Brenda, I see you, friend. Just figure out, what is that, Jess? She said, just figured out my schedule. Yay. What's your schedule? Put it in here. You're from Georgia, Stone Mountain. All right. I love it, Dee. I'm gonna say you're a neighbor. Our states touch. I'm in Florida. How you doing, friend? Hello, all. Just finished my workout. Look at there, Brenda. Awesome. I gotta get my workout in. I didn't get it this morning. I woke up and was chatting with my husband, and before I knew it was time for me to get ready for live. Hope everyone is doing well today. Yes, we are. And then we have 8 a.m. yoga meditation. That's Chocolate Pearl. And 2 p.m. chair yoga meditation. Oh, I like. Nice. That sounds like a nice room. You said DFW. You're in Florida also? Yes, I'm in the Orlando area. How you doing, friend? Hi, neighbor. You are a real neighbor. We're in the same state. Just got TikTok shop. Okay, look at you. So, Brenda, Coach Miss Jessie, what's your TikTok shop question? Because the people who got it, I can make that my 4 o'clock if you want to stop in there. Maybe I'll make that the 4 o'clock topic where I talk about people who got TikTok shop. And let me know if you have specific questions, though. I go live at 6 p.m. Eastern. I teach coupon apps and saving tips to add to your blessings. There we go. How you doing, David? How you doing? Thank you so much for being here, friends. Monique, good morning, all. Okay, and then we have Leslie. You said I go live at Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern, Saturdays, your flex time, whenever you feel like going, and Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay, and Jess, you said 9 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Building life with mindfulness. Love it. Oh, I'm in Ruskin, Florida. You're in Ruskin. Nice. Hello, neighbor. That's near the Tampa area. I'm sure, isn't it? I think so. I think it is. Yes, I think it is. Yeah, it's down that way. Mile over that way, rather. You said you're in Orlando. Hello, neighbor. Hello, David. You're a neighbor as well. Awesome. Yes. Okay. He said, I got my TikTok shop also. Look at you guys. Virginia here. How you doing, Amy? Okay. And then chapters in chills with Miss Hill. Oh, I love that. At 8 p.m. Central, Sunday through Wednesday, I read young adult novels. Oh, that's right. You are in the book talk area. That's good. Yeah, the book talk people, they're pretty popular. I'm going to say that's a pretty thriving space on this app. Yeah. So 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. Okay, I think I read that. The mindfulness for Jess. Yep. Okay. Look at you guys. There's a lot of live hosts. I need help with the whole thing, Coach Miss Jessie. And then Brenda, you said live Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Teaching engagement and more tips for TikTok. There we go. There we go. That's it. Each one teach one. We go ahead and keep building and learning, and people will come and support because you never know who needs help. And I tell people all the time, you never know who's going to resonate with you. That's the thing about it. Your target audience ideally is a reflection of you, but at the same time, people vibe with different people. That's it. So you want to make sure that whoever your audience is that you're building that know, like, and trust, but also that your energy hopefully is something that they can relate to. I need help with the whole thing. That's okay. I'm gonna go back to that. What color they are book it is? Yes. You're saying the book talk is pretty popular. I do panel discussions, inspire women to embrace their boldness, beauty, and uniqueness. Oh, I love that. Yes, Coach Miss Jessie. Each one teach one. That's it. With the sub stickers, chapters and chills. Yep. So 8 p.m. Central, Sunday through Wednesday. I read and discuss young adult novels. Awesome. I'm going to church to see you all this afternoon. I'm going to church. See you all this afternoon. Oh, thank you, Didi. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, friends, let's do this. I appreciate you all. And then I want you all to make sure you're building community and connecting. So I love the way you did that too. I'm going to ping you real quick, Mrs. Heal, just so that my new people, if you are new to my room, this is not considered a grow room. I don't consider myself a grow room. I consider myself an engagement room, okay? A learn room. That's why I say learn and engage. And I'm teaching you how to engage properly as viewers, but also how to facilitate that engagement in your life. Because your live, you're going to have viewers coming in. People are going to be coming to your live. Like, how do you get them to engage? So one of the things I tell people to do, I use this as an example. My new people, I know my people who've been here for a while, they know this, but when you tag somebody, always put a comment, put something, connected with you. I'm trying to make one of your shows. There we go. That's it. That's community. That's engagement, because that connection happened here is going to happen in that live, or it's going to happen in your content. So that's what you want to do. You want to get people who are going to intentionally engage with you. You said this is a learn and earn room. Yes. I love it. Thank you so much. You said, me too, Monique. I love it. I got to visit some of your lives. Yep. Yep. So that's it. You just keep connecting with people. Yep. So that way you're building your community. So as you're here, you're listening, growing. That's it. You connect with people. And so you always want to put words when you tag somebody. Always want to put words, because that's how TikTok knows that you're not just being a bot, that you're just, tagging people, because they would filter you and you get muted and stuff. So just make sure that you always put words too. Certified life coach, helping individuals move away from the zone of comfort and fear to courage. I love that. I love that. That's it. Because a lot of times we operate in a space of fear. And I'm going to say this. You need to operate in a space of faith and know that whatever you do, whatever energy you put out there, especially if it's positive energy, it's going to come back. Okay? That's how you make it way. Your mindset has to be a space of, I can dream and I can do this. Because a lot of times our fear, it doesn't allow us to dream. Okay? If you're operating in a space of, oh, what if people don't show up? What if I don't get engagement? What if they don't like me? What if I don't know what to say? What if? Then you're never going to do it. You're never going to take the action, because your mindset is in a space of fear. But you got to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to show up, and I'm going to keep showing up. And all those things, all those what ifs, yeah, it might be true in the beginning, but it's not going to be true forever. So you just got to kind of continue to keep going and making sure that you are not giving up. That's the thing about this. This is a marathon, not a sprint. That's my running analogy. I told y'all I used to run track in high school and college. And so that's what this is. It's a marathon. So you just got to be in it, in the game. I did my second live last night. It was really good. I love that, Sherry. What's your live topic, friend? Put that in here so we know how to support. You're retired and learning digital marketing. Ooh, and you do RBA. So that's good. And your audience, again, I'm assuming your audience is a reflection of you. So you're retired and you were trying to do digital marketing and your audience of people who trying to get it into. So that's it. That's what you do. Amen. I appreciate you, friend. I keep telling me your lies. I'm learning. You got it, friend. I got you. I go live twice a day. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to make sure I keep you guys encouraged. I was teasing yesterday that I'm out here on TikTok streets trying to save lives. That's it. I'm just saving lives. That's it. That's my job. Somebody asked me what I'm doing. I said, I save lives. And I keep, so next comment was, good morning, everyone. How you doing, Alicia? Thank you so much for being here. And good morning, baby T. How you doing, friend? Morning. Good morning, Monique. I see you all. There's 31 days in February. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I don't know where you're going with that, but okay. All right. um, Good morning, everyone. How you doing, Wendy? All right, friends. I love your calm and peaceful demeanor. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, daily check-in. Yes, we got to do the daily heart. Is the flash still go still? I was talking. Is the flash go still? Let me see if it's going on. I don't know. It must have ended. All right, TikTok. Who is my RBA sister brother? I missed it. Oh, that was oh gosh. Was that Brenda? No, that wasn't Brenda, was it? I missed it too. Wait a minute. Who comment did I read? Because I read it and kept moving. Go ahead and put it back in there for me. Go ahead, RBA, my RBA friend. Put it in there because I missed it too. I want to say Brenda, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to say the wrong name. And so, yeah. He said it was Sherry. It was Sherry. I'm sorry, Sherry. I apologize. I should let the name stick. I read the comment and forgot the name. All right, friends, let's do this. We're going to get started. Thank you all for sharing the live. I appreciate it. So my people who are live hosts, you put your live information in. If I missed anybody, I apologize. The room got to move in a little bit, the comments. So let me know. Go ahead and put it back in so others can see it. Make sure you are engaging with others that are here so that people are growing. You're growing your community. So let's do that too. And then my people who are new. If you're new, put in the chat you're new. This is your first time in my live. You're still trying to get acclimated. You're nervous. You're scared. I'm going to tell you, I think there's a few of you when I was going in the comments and you were saying hello and new. You didn't have a blue box. So I'm going to talk about the blue box because that is actually one of the keys. One of the keys to making sure that you are actively growing in a live. Okay. You want to actively grow. You want to build your community, but you want to be intentional, very intentional about how you are able to get access. So when you get that blue box, that's part of it. You said, I'm nervous and scared. Oh my gosh, don't be nervous. You got this. Here for you, continuing the spontaneous, I don't know what that means. Spew? What is that? I don't know what that is. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you being here. But thank you so much. You saw me saying, I don't know what that means, but hopefully it's not anything bad. Let's do this. So we're going to talk about engagement in a room. I was chatting and stuff. You say you're welcome. I was chatting and stuff and wanted to make sure that you all are engaging. Okay. So part of the process, and I tell people all the time, no, not bad. All right, good. So I gotta be worried about what I say. What I want you to do is make sure as you are coming into someone's live room, you are part of the community. So I tell people all the time, you entered a relationship. So a relationship between you, me, and TikTok. Okay. So as you are coming into a room, the goal for a viewer, how you doing, Dee? The goal for a viewer is that you are to engage. Okay. You're not supposed to be a bystander. You're not supposed to be sitting back taking in all this information, or if it's entertainment or if it's inspiration, whatever it is to you, you want to make sure you are participating. That means that you are liking the live. That's the hearts that come. I have 9.7 hearts. When you tap the screen, those hearts grow. Okay. TikTok gives you points for your likes. That's what you're doing. You're liking the live. And TikTok will say, okay, this is a popular live. Let me send more people here. And the heart will get bigger. That line will start crawling across my name. as you're tapping consistently. And then the dots will start popping out. And then when you let go, confetti falls. You'll see the confetti. Not I don't see your confetti. You see your own confetti. But the point is, you'll hear people say tap to confetti falls. That's you engaging. Okay. So TikTok knows you're here and you're actively engaging. Yeah, non-interaction kills the room. It does. It does. You need to be able to interact actively. I help burnout teachers and professionals use their gifts and success skills to earn money. There we go. Earn income. So that is awesome. Wendy, how's everything going, friend? Let's connect soon. I sent you a message, so just let me know what works for you. Okay, happy to be here. How you doing, Angela? Anna. I'm reading so fast. So that engagement matters. Sharing the live matters. You saw people sharing the live. Yes, thank you, will do. You saw people sharing the live. The arrow here, 77. Those are the shares that happen. As a live host, you want to share your live. If you touch my glasses or my nose, anywhere in the center of the screen, you can start sharing out your live. And I'm going to share out my live. I share it out to people who are coming in to let them know I'm here. They can come in and get support. And I send it out to people. And you just want to make sure you are sharing your live out. Okay. So I just went ahead and shared out my live to a whole bunch of people. And so you do that so that your live gets sent out and it gets boosted. More people come into the room. Thank you and good morning. How you doing, my 50 cents? I appreciate you. And so share your live is important. Just making sure I didn't miss any comments. How do I get people to keep engaging when I teach? Interesting. You don't have to ask questions. I just followed you. Thank you so much. How do you share your live? Sharing the live, if you hit this arrow where it says, it's probably somewhere down here. It says 121. You can click that. You can copy the link. TikTok doesn't know where it goes. Or you can send it to those people on that list. Or you can press my nose, the center of the screen, right there in the middle, press and hold down, and you can send it out to your followers. Okay? So that's how you can send it out. And you send it out to your followers, and they can in turn come to your live. And then they will in turn send it out to their people. So that's how you get new people in the room, because people are sharing a live and they're like, okay, this is a community. This is what you want to know. This is the information you want to get. And you send it out to people. You can share your live yourself from the screen you're on. Cool. Yep. Absolutely. You can press it down and share your live out. And so you can definitely do that. I just got live access finally now just to do it. Yes. Congratulations, friend. You got it. That's it. Just start going live. 50 cents. How do you get your triangle to go to a diamond? Your triangle. Are you talking about your blue box? Are you talking about the blue box, friend? Okay, I'm going to get you. We're going to talk about the blue box. I think that's the blue box where it says number 2. And you're saying your number 2 is a triangle. Correct. Congrats. Yes. Okay, I got you, 50 cents. I'm about to take you there. Let me do this real quick. Is that how I share as the creator also? Yes, it is. Yes, as the creator, you do that. You do the same thing that your guests are doing. Yep. Can I come and share a tip? Coach Miss Jessie, let me do the engagement, and I'll bring you up. Let me finish this little part here, just so people can start engaging, and then I'll pull you up. But thank you for asking. He said I want to share a tip. Tapping the screen, sharing the live is 2 things you can do. The other thing I tell people to do, so comments also help the room. And so somebody asks, how do you get people to comment when you're still engaging? I'm going to circle back to that, because I think it's important that you tell people that they need to engage with each other. And then you need to make sure you're asking questions in your live. So some of the questions I'll ask: who's new, what city you're from, or what state where you're from. Or I'll ask questions like, live hosts, go ahead and put your live times in there. Those are questions I'm asking in the room. I'm always asking questions. Sometimes not long questions. You see, new is a quick word. City, state, something they can do. Put 1 in the chat if you've done this before. Questions like that. Another thing that I've done a few times lately is do a poll. So I'm doing that just to show you guys other ways to get people to engage. Okay, so I'll do a poll in a second, just so you can see that as another way to get engagement going on in your room. Really quickly, I told you tapping the screen, sharing a live, commenting. That's free support. That's support for the room. I always point to this because I want you guys to get this. Those are good tips. Uh-huh. I always point to this. Right now, there's 57 people in the room. The room will go up and down. I want you to click to that number because you see people who are high engagers. That's the first thing, top viewers. Those are people who are engaging, that are activating the room, they're engaging in their live. I point to this question mark because people will ask, like, what does this mean for me? What am I getting? And when I said you came into this live and it's a relationship, you come into a live and the thinking is that you're going to engage. Because TikTok says, okay, with your engagement, I'm going to give you points for that. And these are incentive, think of them as incentive points. And that's kind of how you are starting to build that blue box because you are gathering points, collecting points. And TikTok gives the live host diamonds because that's part of the monetization. But as a viewer, you're getting points. And TikTok will give you benefits for those points, like getting live access, getting as you level up in your engagement, you're able to give higher level gifts. TikTok wants you to gift. That's part of how they get paid. How they make money too. They get a percentage of them. But I want to point out that viewer because it talks about how you get ranked. It's your likes, it's your comments, it's your gifting. You get a point for every gift you give, every coin you send out. All those things are important for your viewership. And if you want to see your content increase, because it starts here. As you connect and engage with people, those are people who will go to your content, engage with you back. Okay? If you're being intentional about who you are following as well as what you're watching, those people are going to come to your content as well and engage back. So you want to make sure all the things you're doing here will follow you in your content as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We should engage with everyone on this. You should be intentional about your engagement on this live. You want to make sure on any live you go to, you want to make sure you are connecting with people that first of all have a bio, that have an optimized profile. So my people with no bios, you need you need some keywords on that profile, okay? Because it shows up here. People want to see who they're connecting with. And you want to be able to connect with people that understand how to fully engage. And part of that is starting with your profile. Have an optimized profile. Okay. So you need to have words in your bio. You need to have a unique name, not that user with all the numbers. You need to have a photo. So you want to check for that. And if they don't have those things, that's kind of your quick red flag. Like, I want to pass on you. I'm going to go to somebody else that I do know who have their stuff together and they will engage. So that would be my pro tip. If you want to walk out of here and say, okay, here's how I'm going to look at this and I'm being intentional about what I do. I am from New York. I want to connect so I can get help to grow on TikTok. There you go, Kathleen. Catherine. I was going to say Kathleen. Catherine. But take my tip, what I just said. If you're going to connect with people here, part of it is about who you are connecting with as well. And so making sure you pay attention to people you are engaging with. And so that's important. Okay, friends. Like in your bio has your live schedule. Yep, that's it. That's what I'm saying. Yep, most definitely. Yep. Great information always. Thank you so much, Ryan. I appreciate you. Okay, so hey, Norma, how you doing, friend? So all that engagement matters. How you doing, Jean? So tapping the screen, sharing the live, commenting, free support. Support that you got to have coins on. Support that you got to have coins to use is the daily heart me and gifting. Okay, the rose is a penny or a coin. The daily heart me is a coin. The thank you so much, friend. The gift box is a coins. Those are denominations of coins too. So I say pennies, but I think it's even a little less than a penny. So just kind of keep that in perspective. It's probably even a little less than a penny because of the percentage breakdown. But with that being said, you want to make sure you have coins in your account. So to get coins, if you hit the gift box in the corner is a recharge option. So you can recharge in the app or, and there's a little bit of a processing fee, or you can go to the website, www.tiktok.com/symbol, that / coin, COIN. Okay. So if you go there, you can recharge and get coins. Okay. And then with those coins, you get a little bit more for your money because you don't have that processing fee. But I tell people if you got $20 in coins, that's close to 2,000 in coins. It's probably even a little bit more. You can then engage fully. So when you come into someone's room, the very first thing you do, you say hello. And here's how you say hello, because you say hello in text form. Second, I'm gonna show you second. You do that second, but the first thing you do is come in and you click the daily heartbeat. That's how you say hello. That's how you greet. It's like a check-in. When you check in someone's room, you come in, I'm here, I'm present. Coach Miss Jessie says, I'm present for class. That's clicking that daily heartbeat. You are checking into the room. You become, it says, join my team. You become a person that is going to actively engage in the room, and you are showing that you are an engager. Okay? You're going to comment, you're going to connect, you're going to do all the things, and you're going to support. That's how you support the room. So you want to tell your room, hey guys, I need for you guys to check in. Okay? If you have not checked in, you're missing out on your daily heartbeat points, first of all, because you get 45 points for that. The screen pops up. Then it says, do you want to add a comment? And that's where you add your comment, where you can say hello, good morning, whatever you're going to say. But you add your comment, and that comment then becomes part of that comment then becomes part of how you are going to engage. But then it also pops up where you can see your blue box. So my people who don't have blue boxes, we're going to walk through this really quickly. I want you to know how to level up. And I see my friends coming in. Mimi, I saw that you came back. Empowered her with Trisha. I see you changed your name, friend. Awesome. I love it. I love the name. Rachel Sun Sunflower, saw that you came in. Meatball, thank you so much for being here. Sonia, Grand Rising, how are you doing this morning? Good to see you. Good to see you as well. Jean, Faith Driven, I see you, friends. Williams, thank you so much. Oh, hey, neighbor from Pensacola. I'm from Orlando. Thank you so much. What state are you from? I am in Orlando, Florida. What state am I from originally? Chicago, Illinois. Yep. That's my hometown. So, what is that, Miss Hills? Hold on one second. You wrote something too. I have to go back up a little higher. The check. Use the website or download the Coins app to get a discount rate. Yeah, I haven't heard about the Coins app. I know TikTok. I reposted this. TikTok was only encouraging people to go to the website or inside the app, inside here. I didn't know there was. Is that a TikTok app? Let me know. Let me make sure. Well, you let me know if that is a TikTok sponsored app, because there was a post that they put out there about the website. Good morning, everyone. I see you all from Memphis. Happy Saturday, everyone. Introverted, trying to figure out how to do a live and tackle my first one. Look at you, friend. You came to the right room, then. You came to the right room. You came to the right room. I want to help you, but my 4 p.m. also are kind of for. It's like my newbies. This is my level up conversation. So these are the people who, not that you are not still introverted, because I'm introverted. Not that you're not still a little afraid, but you're willing to do it scared. Okay, so that's the difference in this room. These are the people who are like, you know what? I'm motivated. I want to do this. And like your post said, I want to tackle my fears. I want to make sure I'm monetizing. So I want to monetize my expertise, but I'm a little nervous. I'm a little introverted, so I'm going to have to ease into this. Weekend suggestion. For your weekend suggestion. Okay. You said, gotta head out to go live. Okay, gotcha. Okay, awesome. I was like, what you said? Okay, I did tell you. I did suggest that. Yes. That's definitely me, willing to do it scared. There we go. Faith, you got to do it scared. That's it. That's in your name, Faith. Let me tell you, that's your name, okay? That means that, you know what? I'm just going to do this in faith. I'm going to be scared, but I'm just going to be faithful about it. So that, yes, that is in your name. You say, yes, I equipped with all the necessary tools I need. There we go. I am equipped. Yet. Can we talk about what benefits you get once you reach 10,000 followers? Kimberly, you're halfway there. I was like, maybe she's there. You're halfway there. I like the way you think, though. You're like, I'm gonna be there real soon. So let me figure out what benefits I get. I love it. I will get you there. Let me answer that question. You said a word. Yep, that's it. I tackled my fear last night, and I sung in my live last night. Look at you. Look at you. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Okay, really quickly. I'm going to take a note for your question to go back, Kim, to benefits for 10,000 followers. I'm going to go back. Let me do the blue boxes real quick. Blue box real quick. If you are somebody who is new to my room and you're trying to figure out how to get a blue box, let me talk about that real quick. I see the sub stickers. Thank you so much, friend. Real quick, let me say, can't wait to get to 10K followers. I know, that's it. We're just gonna put that in the universe. We're gonna manifest that because it will happen. I'm here to tell you it will happen. It can happen. You just stay consistent. That's it. Stay consistent and do all the things you need to do to grow your community. But I'll talk about that too. If you are new to my room, you're like, okay, what is those blue boxes people have? And I think, was it 50 cents? I think, how you doing, Alicia? I think you asked the question about what is the, thank you so much, friends. I see you, Alicia. What does it mean to have the triangle versus the diamond? So let's talk about the blue boxes real quick because I think you asked that question. I just want to make sure you understood the levels of engagement. So if you are new to my room, put in the room new or blue box new, whatever word you want to use. And I want you to do that because I then need you to click your photo. So if you need to know about the blue box, I want you to click your photo. I used to tap the people who are new here from Oklahoma drinking my coffee and they're like, look at you, friend. I appreciate you. I have my coffee here getting cold on me because I'm not going to drink it on the camera. Okay, look at you, 50 cents. You got over 18,000 followers. Good job. You on here. Sonia, how you doing? Thank you, friend. I see you. I appreciate you. No blue box. Kimberly, that's the goal for today. We're going to get you one blue box, okay? I'm going to tell you how to do it. This is where you have to have coins. Vanessa, we're going to need you to put a bio in. We're going to talk about the bio again. I usually click my friends with no bio. Priscilla, is that it? Priscilla? I wonder if I said that correctly. You need a bio too. So y'all got homework. If I say you need a bio, that means that's homework because I need you to optimize your profile. I want to make sure you're going to be able to fully engage. Thank you so much, friend. I want to make sure you can fully engage because that matters. That engagement matters. And the keywords tells TikTok who you are and what you're all about. And that helps with your content because as you have those words in your bio, TikTok categorizes you. And so as you have content, and thank you so much, if you have content that people may be looking for, it can push the content out to those people. Especially that's the whole concept behind going viral. Because if you have people who are in your looking at your content already, and then TikTok's like, okay, let's push it out to some more people. Well, they push it out to people who have an interest in that topic. And so you need to make sure you have a bio so that they can categorize you and push it out to those people. Do I have a bio? Yeah, you had a bio. Yeah, my favorite Bible verse of all of Philippines is 4:13. Yeah, so it's in there. Yeah. So have those words. When you click, you see the people's bio there. If you're private, here's what I tell people. If you're private, you can't see it. Okay? So I would encourage you, if you want to be private, you can be private. Just don't have your photo. How you doing? Just don't have your photo. Just don't have your real name. But don't click on the prophecy. Don't do content with your image. Do faceless content. People won't know who you are. So you don't have to be private. That limits your growth too. So with that being said, I messed up. So I asked you to put new in blue box. And then we got to chatting. And God's girl, you're in the room. I see your friend. We got to chatting. And now your thing is way up high. Now I need you to go back and put a new word in because I want you then to click your blue box or click your photo. And then I'm going to tell you to click your level because I didn't finish my statement. So if you put in new or blue box, you can then see your words and then you can see your photo. And if you click your photo, then what will happen? I want you to click your mini profile. It's going to pop up. Then I want you to click your level. So if you're level 0, meaning that you don't have a blue box, put that in there. Or if you're level 17 or level 12, whatever your level is, click your level. You got to put some words in just so you can see what I'm talking about. But click your level. And then after you click your level, then a screen will pop up. Brenda, yeah, blue box. Click your photo, Brenda. Then click your level 12. And then the screen pops up, and then it says how many points you've collected. There's a / symbol that tells you the total amount of points that you need to get to that next level. And then underneath there is your experience points, those engagement points. And those are the points that you are striving for so that you can reduce those points and essentially get to the next level. So if you're somebody, and I'm going to say this now, if you're somebody without a blue box, you're limiting your engagement on TikTok, because TikTok, you might be someone who has a lot of followers and maybe TikTok unlocks some features and stuff for you, but you're not really a high engager. Okay. So engagement levels grow. So in the first 10 levels, you're like that triangle feature. And then I think between 10 and 10 and 19, that little image changes to like a triangle or so. Not a triangle, like almost like a diamond shape. And then there's some other shapes that happen when you're over 20, I think 22 and above. So you'll see how your level's changing. As you grow in your level, the levels go all the way up to 50. As you grow in your level, then you get more benefits in terms of gifting, because TikTok wants you to give. I told you TikTok gets a percentage. TikTok gets anywhere between 60 and 80% of your gifts. Okay. So as you are gifting, okay, you TikTok is factoring that in. Your engagement plus the gifts that happen create a diamond for live hosts, and diamonds is how live hosts monetize. Well, TikTok gets a percentage. The most you can get per live is 40%. Okay, per live, the most you can get is 40%. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. But that comes from engagement in your live. Okay, right. Yeah. So you just want to be intentional about your leveling up, and how you're engaging throughout this live time. Let's do this, Coach Miss Jessie. I know you wanted to share a quick tip too. Are you available still? Are you still here, friend? I went another 15 minutes. Let me know. Thank you, Lynn. I see your friend. Thank you so much. Thank you, Trixie. Thank you all. I'm going to invite you up because I said you said you had a tip you wanted to share. You're connecting. It's connecting you. Thank you so much. Are you there? I can hear you. I'm going to turn my volume up.
Okay. Hey everybody. So I'll be roaming in the hallways now in TikTok, so I learned a few little tips. So yesterday I was in a lot. It was sort of a box battle, the group box battle. But after it was like kind of like all over, he was just talking and giving tips. So what I learned is, you know, uh, since you're giving roses, right, and they're 1 penny, so instead of the roses for 1 penny, give the popular votes for 1 penny. Like it's better to give from the exclusive box, because even as we were doing these things, like the ranking and the those numbers at the top, the league and all of that was changing in real time. So like even with the money gun, you see there's two of them. There's a pink one, there's a blue one. The blue one is in the exclusive box. Okay. So just like whatever gift you're gonna give in an amount, see if you can find it first in the exclusive box to give. Okay. Because it actually helps in real time with your ranking in the room and all that. So you can tell where you live, try to educate the people in your room. Like, hey guys, thank you for the roses, but since you're using a penny, give popular votes instead. Okay. And it was something else.
That's a good one.
But yeah, it's just really just giving from that box is better than the other. Oh, and using those team things, those the team celebrations that's in the blue, the exclusive. Okay. So give those and stuff like that. And you know how when you are going to claim your daily heart me and all those other things that's there, and when it says send a gift, when you're claiming those points, they say send a gift and it automatically take you to the exclusive. Okay. Usually it takes you to like the bracelets. So yeah, that's why those points it's better to get the points from the exclusive as opposed to the regular gift box. So it was just a tip I learned, so I wanted to share it.
Thank you.
Tell everybody else, educate your own room when you are live. So hey guys, I love the roses, but use the penny and give popular votes, and it gets you out to the FYP as
Gotcha.
well.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Seriously. That's a good tip. I have not talked a lot about the gifting protocols because there's a couple things you want to pay attention to. The gift gallery. I don't talk a lot about that because I still have people who are just trying to cut on the camera and go live. And just go live. So, but there is some things you need to know. And so I thank you for sharing that. I think this 10 o'clock, I might be able to do that a lot more because people here are like now thinking about the go live journey in its entirety, not just let me go live for the first time. So thank you for that. There is some strategy surrounding monetizing. So that's essentially what Coach Miss Jessie's talking about in terms of how people in your room gift you. And that's part of the live host and how they rank, which means how they collect diamonds, how you rank in those leagues. You'll see it in a second. It pops up here. And as people gift you and give you more, then you climb higher. So that is part of your monetization strategy as well.
Yeah, you could still use the other one, obviously, because everything is not in the exclusive gift box. Right. But it's kind of like if it's the amount of money you're giving, it'll look to see if you can find that same amount with giving a gift from the exclusive. And then what I did with the money gun, I was like, wow, I didn't ever realize there were two different colors, honestly. Yeah. That there was a pink one and there's a blue one. So it's like, yeah, instead of giving the pink money gun, give the blue money gun because the blue one is in the exclusive box tab. So that's it. I was like, oh, let me share that. It's hard to type all that.
No, you can't type all that. Look at you.
Look at the blue money gun. Look at the blue money gun. So yeah, and it's something you can share with. It helps us. It helps you when we're in your room. Yeah. As far as ranking. But then it also helps us when we are in our room to educate our people so that they know the difference as well.
And that was it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm gonna let you down. I appreciate you. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you. All right.
Bye-bye. The last thing that Coach Miss Jessie said too is it helps you all too. That kind of circles back to the blue boxes because as you are growing, as you're growing your level, it allows you to unlock additional gifts. So that's another thing. So your ranking gets higher and TikTok sees you. And if I think it's level 23 and above, you come flying at the top. So there's some other features that happen for viewers that are high engagers. So you just want to kind of keep that in mind too. There's a little bit of benefit to you all too. I shouldn't say a little bit. It's substantial in terms of how TikTok views you. There was a couple of questions that popped up. I just wanted to make sure I circled back to them. Where to find exclusive box? Did you find that, Kimberly, when you hit the gift box? At the top banner, there's like a little banner, and I think that allows you to go to different gift boxes. So you should be able to see and click around in there. Don't get me to telling the wrong thing. If somebody else want to answer that question, but I think there's an arrow. You click that, and it'll take you to some of the other options, the other gift box options. Yeah, it's the same place where you find the click in the gift box. That's where you would find it. Thank you so much, Nola. I appreciate you being here, friend. Good tip. Yep. Thank you so much. Look at you guys. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. Hey, each one teach one. That's what we do here. Thank you for the tips. I see you changed your name. I saw what you just said that too. Trading Futures with Dr. K. There we go, friend. Awesome. I got that loud. That's it. There you go. Love that tip. Let's make it exclusive. Yes. Yeah, I went to level. You went to level 3. You did. Oh, you done leveled up. Congratulations. Morning, everyone. How do you give gifts to your audience when you are live? How do you give gifts to your audience when you are live? I don't don't know if you can, friend. The gift gallery, you could click their gift gallery. I think that's the only way you could do it. If you click their gift gallery, maybe you can send a gift that way, I believe. Somebody who knows to do that, let me know if that's something you've done before. I've never tried it from that way. Um, I know when somebody pins you up on the box, you can gift that person. That's a way you can do it. So viewers can get gifted that way. That's good to know. Wow, good share. Thank you. Yep. Now go. So, look at that, me. You then did your first gift. It's like, I did it. I did a heart puff. Okay, Nicole, thank you. I see you. Me, I love it. Um, Now, so the exclusive one helps you level up faster. That's what she was saying, Alicia. So again, I love that tip. Now, again, I don't. Let me see. I got to tell a backstory a little bit, and this is a Dr. Lisa thing. This is a Dr. Lisa thing. I'm gonna give my backstory about gifts in a second. Um, but I love that tip. I'm gonna give my own little issues. Um, in a second. I'm writing my note because I want to catch up on some of y'all comments first, but I'm writing my note to go back to that in a second. Blue Money Gun exclusive tab. Yep. I'm showing examples. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. He said, I'm gonna lead the way. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, Alicia. You changed your name. I see, friend. Love it. Never too old to learn. There we go. Me and Miss Memphis. I appreciate you, friend. You got this. Trying to level up. Look at you. You are leveling up, level 20. I see you, friend. Just look at you all. The only way I saw is you need them in a box. Yeah, I thought so too. You might need to be in a box to do it. You can bring them in the box, so bring them up. Okay, so that's how you would do it. You have to bring them up in a box. So gifting in the box is the way you do a viewer. I like when the coach was just up with you. Yes, she's a good friend. Yes, so she's in here. Coach Miss Jessie is doing her live host. Coach Miss Jessie, put your topic in there for people too. See what you talk about, the higher the level. And then Coach Miss Jessie, let's do this. I'm gonna invite you up again since people are loving. I want to make sure that if you want to love Coach Miss Jessie, she's here. We're gonna pull her back up because she did give us the pro tip on how to do this. I'm going to give you my own little backstory about it a little bit, but thank you again, friend. Let's see. I'm gonna sing you a heart. There you go.
When you give somebody in the box, so let's say that person leaves your room and they go to look for the coin. They won't see those coins until you are done. Your live gotta be finished before the coins show up to that person.
Okay.
So let's say right now I'm in the box and I go and I log off or whatever, and I go and I'm looking for the money or the gifts that were given to me here, but you are still live. I'm not gonna see that coin yet.
Okay.
I don't see the coin until you are off, because it's all attached to your room.
Okay.
So it's not until you log out, then I can see those points or those coins, and use them. So because somebody, of course, I told you I've been in the hallways now, so I've been tapping in all kinds of things. So somebody came in the room and was accusing the person of saying that they didn't give them their money, but they didn't realize the person was still live. Instead of asking, they were just like, man, they keep your money here, or they were really rude in the comment. And so then he explained, you don't get the coins until this live is over, and then it shows up for you to be able to claim it however way you decide to use it. So that's another point, just to know as you bring people up on your panel, just educate. It's better to educate when you have the opportunity, just so everybody know, especially us that's just new here, trying to get, do the best we can.
Right. Yeah, you see my face, and I think some of the comments, we were all like taken aback, like, how dare you accuse somebody not giving you comments? Like, that, they had a lot of gall to do that in the comments.
Yeah, they were in the comments like, yeah, but he ended up coming back and apologizing. Said, why didn't you just ask if you didn't know?
Right.
A lot of people don't know all the rules with the money in the box, and especially when it comes to group box battles and that's not something everybody do. So everybody don't know the rules to that area.
Yeah.
But panels operate the same way. And if I drop right now, it doesn't mean that I lose the coin, but it's educating people to know that, first of all, TikTok take their portion.
Yes.
And also the live hosts get a portion. So you don't get the whole amount that says in the box. So the 204 is not what I would get. By the time it comes to me, the host, it automatically takes for the host and it automatically takes TikTok. So don't assume you're going to get that same amount that you see right now.
Okay, that's good to know. Somebody just mentioned the percentages for box battles, but I'm assuming, like to your point, is for box being in this box period that you don't get the whole percentage. So I've only done that one box battle, and if I understood correctly, typically per live you can make as much as 40%, depending on how long you went live, and obviously how many new followers you got. That equation is what's factored in terms of the 40% that you'll get. For box battles, you only doing that battle for 5 minutes. So I guess TikTok gives you 30%, because normally a 5-minute live is only worth 20%. So they give you, I guess, a little bit of a bonus, but you only get 30% for doing battles.
Yeah. So with the group in the group boxes and the one-on-one boxes, so if you are in a room that do a lot of group boxes, but you don't do single boxes, it kind of like you don't make as much money as the host, because usually the people that's doing the group boxes will do one round of group boxes and then put a one-on-one box between, like how you did, because that way they get more money, because it's just one-on-one.
Gotcha.
But when it's the group boxes, you don't get all of that money because you're sharing it with TikTok and the person in the box, the boxes.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to do group boxes and you say, hey, with the 8 people, and then it's finished, then you can put a one-on-one to get some money for yourself, and then you can do another group box, so that way you as the host can monetize more. And the etiquette is always, when you come in the room, make sure that you give gifts to the host and the people that you come in to support. How they share out to, we call them destiny helpers.
Yeah.
How they share it out. Like if you share it out to me, when I come in the room, the etiquette is get my daily heart me, all of those things. But I also give the host and give the person I came to see, because we always got to remember that they are the one hosting and it's attached to their room. Gotcha. So it's proper etiquette, just things like that.
Yeah. Really quickly, to gift somebody who's in the box, you click the box. You click their box. Yes, click their box and you can gift from the box.
Yes, you click their box, which is very important, because if you make a mistake and give somebody else, you better hope they give it back. But they don't have to. So they always tell you, give accurately. Because if you accidentally give it to anybody else, and it has happened, I've seen it, been in the room, and it's big, because sometimes they throw in Galaxy in the whole 9. So a few times it would accidentally went to the wrong person. They don't have to give it back. It'd be nice if they did, but they don't have to. So you got to make sure when you hit their box, look at the name at the top, because it's so little, So you got to make sure you hit their name and then give them before you hit a Galaxy. Because, baby, I'm a church girl and everything, but don't give no Galaxy accidentally to me. I'm running.
Wait a minute. What you said, though, you said you can give it back. I didn't know you could take it back. You can give it back?
Yeah, so if somebody came for you and we were all both in the boxes, but they accidentally hit my box and give me the Galaxy. So when it's over and said and done, I can go back, like, because remember, you won't see the money right away.
Mhm.
So I could, if I have it in my gift box already, like already have coins that equate to a galaxy, I can simply hit their box and send it back, you know?
Okay.
So
Okay.
they will have it.
Okay.
If I have that coin amount in my coin.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I could just give it to them right now. But let's say I'm a struggling, in the streets, and I have like 2 pennies in my gift, and the galaxy that they just threw, I don't see that yet, so I can't give it to you. You have to trust that what I would do is you will go live, right?
And you give it back.
And that live is done, and I have it in mind. I will go to your room and I will send the galaxy back to you.
Gotcha.
But remember, you don't have the whole amount because you're not getting the entire galaxy because of the host percentage in TikTok. So you don't get the full coin amount. So I'm going to give you the coin amount that I actually received, like what equated to a galaxy, to give back to the person that was supposed to have it. But truth is, you don't have to do that. That's just a nice etiquette if you decided to. But many people have been like, "Shoosh, I don't know," and they have been missed out of it, and people didn't give it back.
Yeah. So, Justina, did you see where you can click? You can click Coach Miss Jessie. You just click the box that she's in. Let me know if you don't see it. I don't know if you're on a computer, but you should be able to see her in the box here. And you click the box, and that's how you would gift her. You say, yes. Miss Hill, she said, I'm on the run. Ain't nobody giving back no coins.
Because listen, everybody don't have, good etiquette. Everyone does not, is not, truthful and even, do the right thing. I mean, obviously, I would do the right thing if I knew was it meant to go to me. But I've also seen that people, but they have these coins, obviously, they have given it accidentally to the wrong person, and they still was able to have something else to throw to the right person, because ultimately in the boxes, it's just about the last person with the most coin. So if you're a person who have, galaxy coins like that you can come in here and throw it to everybody, well then, I've seen that happen too. That it went to Jesse, boom, boom, boom. It was supposed to go to Dr. Lisa. You know what? I consider that a blessing. I'm gonna just still give Dr. Lisa a galaxy too. Now we both have galaxies, and everybody's happy. Right. But yeah, the box battle group is a lot, and I'm learning it myself. But it is also a good way for you. If you did it like once in a blue moon or whatever, the group box, that's another way for you to monetize in your room and also help your people monetize. Right. Just another idea, another level of, something like a Friday. Guys, I just want to do it, and it boosts morale in your room as a fun time, and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And you get new people in your room
because they're coming because of the other people. Yeah, that's true.
To their destiny helpers is what they call them. Go find your destiny helpers. I'll be needing a lot of help because I'm like, where are they at, Lord? Send them, please.
So yeah. Thank you for this, Coach Miss Jessie. I mean, the reality is, it's funny because as my community and people are growing in in these TikTok streets, essentially, people are coming back with new and different ways to engage, but also to monetize. So the battling I know about on a very low superficial level. I'm interested in it as a form of monetization, but I know there's a lot of people who only do that. And what I try to teach you is like, okay, you need to do TikTok, but even beyond TikTok, there's some other ways to monetize. So that's what I kind of talk about too. But I agree with battling as a form of entertainment. To your point, it's fun. It is fun. I enjoyed it the one time I did it. I'll probably do it again before the month is out. But at the end of the day, I don't know if it's necessarily something I want to always have as part of my things that I offer.
It is just like let's say if you schedule yours to do at some point later, mm-hmm. You could potentially even use that day, like a day, maybe like a game day or whatever, as a team morale, because you you also your people are gonna be giving you, right? So they're gonna be like probably like having to recharge a couple of times because obviously we want to see Dr. Lisa win. Period. To us, you won anyway at that time. I don't care.
I did. Indeed.
But also the other part of that, when we gift you for that one-on-one boxing, and then let's say you did a group box right after that, it also helped the people who really just gave you. You could bring your top gifters.
That's true.
Boxes in the because you get to see your MVPs and all of those things, so you could bring them into the group box battle, and now they'll call for Destiny helpers, to come and help them, and and potentially get some blessings back of that they just gave to you. It's a way of like helping one another, and also showing your appreciation for those that gave to you, and now they get to be in the box and somebody give to them. It's like a recycled kind of ordeal.
Yeah.
And everybody wins at the end.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we'll talk offline. We'll talk offline and see how we can coordinate something. Okay.
Okay. Yes. All right. No problem.
All right. Take care. Thank you, Coach Miss Jessie.
Okay.
All right. All right. So we just got a quick tutorial on battling and gifting etiquette. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Coach Miss Jessie. She is out in these TikTok streets. Let her tell it. I went on my little vacation, and all of a sudden she's like, when mama's away, the cat's gonna play. And she was out in these streets learning all about battling, and she's been doing it, going to different rooms and stuff and learning quite a bit lately. So I appreciate you sharing that. Like I said, with my room, I usually will focus a lot on people who are trying to start the live journey, just trying to jumpstart something, trying to get it started. And battling is a form of monetization. Don't get me wrong. Actually, I like the concept because I was a little off-putted by it for early on, but I do get it, and I like the concept. I just, I think at the end of the day, I'm a learner, and I just think about ways that you can support people in other ways too. So both in the app, because TikTok does take a percentage in the app versus outside the app too. But I think it is a fun way to get people to connect and build community. And to your point, you're absolutely right. There's ways that you can do and integrate that into your live, but then also do your other stuff too. So I totally agree with that. When you battle, we throw gifts there in the backpack, and Alicia said we can use it too. Yes. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm very uncomfortable with it. Are you, Alicia? You're very uncomfortable with it? Yeah. Yeah. I only did one, and it was a learning. I only did one. So. Alicia, how many have you done though? Because I thought you've done it a few times, maybe obviously more than me, but I thought that was something you had done pretty frequently. And then Coach Jessie said, "Thank you for giving the gifts. She appreciated it." Morning, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Darlene? I saw you come in. I saw some of the rest of you come in. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. When it comes to how do I know when to go live, Digital Diva. So Digital Diva, one thing I share, you say, let's get back to the topic on hand. I need to know about going live. These battles, that will come later. And then Mario said, you got to have money to battle. Yeah, because it's going to get expensive. It does get expensive. Yeah. So let me get back to the topic on hand, going live. So Digital Diva, here's the deal. Here's what I tell people. And this is just from my personal perspective on this. TikTok will give you some suggestions on when your followers are going live after you've gone live 7 times. I think the analytics will update on the live analytics you'll see. where you can go in and just kind of see when your followers and what are some of the different times. It has a nice little chart for you to kind of see when your followers are actually on the app. And you might, some people say, model your live time based on when your people are on the app. I actually say that's helpful information. Don't get me wrong. You should definitely look at that time frames and evaluate if that makes sense for you. But what I say is find a time that makes sense for you. Okay, because the goal is to be consistent. And if you are doing a time that is better for other people, but maybe not best for you, then that's not going to be a sustainable process for you. So you want to find a time that's going to work for you. The app tells me to go live at 10, 11 o'clock at night. I ain't doing that. and I know it's the truth because I'm on the app at that time. I'm scrolling, going to your rooms, I'm going to visit, I'm doing all that stuff. But that's not a time that I can go live because I'm chilling. I'm taking my time. I'm relaxing and I'm in your rooms connecting, but I'm not live worthy. Y'all will not get the best of me because my battery is at that point more or less dead. So go at a time that works for you and find a time that you can commit to. That's the other thing. Because once you start going live, people are going to expect that. They're going to look for you. They're going to want you because your supporters are going to support. And so they're going to look for you to go live. So I would say go at a time first that you can start going live at in a consistent way and try to maintain that schedule as much as possible. I see how many on at the same time. Hard to catch them all. Yes, yeah. Um, and honestly, that was not my rationale. Because what I tell you all too. So there's a couple things that I'm going to say with the algorithm. If you're going live, you want to go live for your community, for your target audience, for people who want to come in your live and enjoy what you have to say. Okay, so technically, if you're going live, and I know a lot of you probably are looking at the algorithm for support on how to go live. So maybe that's what you're seeing and you're following different live hosts that give you tips on going live. I would actually say if you are somebody going live, you now need to change the algorithm so that you're starting to look at people who are in your topic, in your niche, and that content is also in your feed. And maybe you're looking at some of the other live hosts that are doing what you do as well. And you're getting a sense of how they're talking about things and what they're saying. So that's also in your algorithm and in your feed. So that way, you're not just seeing just the live hosts that give you tips, but you're seeing other people too. Does that make sense? And then the purpose of looking at other people is that those other people probably have your target audience and the people you want to come to your room. And you might want to engage in their live and connect with their people so that maybe that audience will see you go live and come to your live as well and become your followers. So just kind of think of it in that perspective. You said, well, TikTok let me know when I can do my first live. I'm going to tell you right now, you got live access. So consider TikTok telling you. But no, here's the answer. Go to your TikTok studio on your home screen. Digital Diva, go to your home screen, click TikTok Studio. At the top, you should see Tools and Live. Okay? Click the Live option. Go ahead and go live. But you have to do your ID first. There's a verification you have to do. But you have live access because you're a level 7 engager and you have over 300 followers. Check for me. I will be floored if you don't have live access. I'm just going to say that right now. Just stop by to support and run an errand. Thank you so much. He said, how do you go live with a panel? Oh, you click guest where I just had Coach Miss Jessie up, and there's a settings screen at the top, and you can change your settings for the layout of how you want your panel to look. So there's a settings screens under guests where you click that and go back to the settings screens to change it back to this format once you do that. If you are looking for like just your face and not the boxes all in the screen. Yeah, so you have to go back and unchange that. Thank you so much, Avid. I see you. So that makes sense. Yeah. So I want you guys to be strategic about this. And would you suggest daily or 2 to 3 times weekly for live? I'm a proponent of daily, but let me explain why. I'm a proponent of daily because it teaches TikTok, the algorithm, that you are coming up here consistently It also gives the opportunity for you to start building your community. And then as you're thinking about what you could be doing differently, how do you shift and change, you'll have that data. You can go back and look at the live recordings and get a sense of it. If you go only 2 or 3 times a week, it just doesn't give you enough time to really build up the community that you want. So it's almost like it's just gonna take a long time to build the community. That's all. So when I say go live and try to do it daily, then I say try 30 days before you give up. That's the first thing I would say. Try 30 days before you give up. But again, you're telling the algorithm, thank you so much, friend. I see you. You're telling the algorithm in an intentional way that I'm here. I want to support my community. I want to be here actively engaging. And this is what I'm trying to do. And so you have that data to support that, and you can make changes as needed. Miss Darlene said, TikTok told you 7 p.m. I'm tired all the time. Exactly. That wouldn't work for me. That makes sense. I appreciate you all. Yeah, so have that data if you go daily. The other reason why you want to go 2 to 3 times a week could work. Scale Live Rewards say that your weekly missions, you get a higher percentage when you go at least 2 times per week. So you get a higher percentage from that other pot of weekly rewards that you're gathering. So it's another pot of money. So 2 days and more gets you more in that pot. When you go live, once a week, you get the bare minimum. Somebody asked earlier about time. Does time matter in terms of the percentage? The max you can make based on the time, how long you go live, so the duration, is 38%. That's the max you're going to get if you go 25 minutes and higher. Okay, so that's the duration calculation. In that particular live, you will get an additional 2%. So the max you can get per live is a total of 40%. The 38 plus this 2 is if you get 5 new followers. Okay, so 5 new followers plus going 25 minutes or higher gets you 40% per live. So that's how that's calculated. And so how much time do you spend engaging in your live? You're talking about as a live host? I read your comments. I'm actively in the chat. I go 4 times a week, at least 30 minutes, an hour. Is that enough? I think that's a great start. That is a great start. 4 times a week. I think that's a great start. I will say this, and it's something to kind of keep in mind. Again, depending on what your topic is, when you're going live, meaning what time you're going live. Weekends, Saturday and Sunday. A lot of people are scrolling, a lot of people hanging out and chill. Saturdays and Sundays usually are good days to go live. So if you're that person that says, I'm going to go during the week, and then you're like, I don't get engagement during the week, I would say, depending on your topic and stuff, you just got to be aware that maybe you're not going to see as many people as if you don't go if you went on the weekends. And a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to go on the weekends because that's my weekends. But I will say that may be a time that you might want to consider, depending on your topic. How much time do I engage weekly? You're talking about out of the app, in the app, or in content, or in people's lives. Lives are recorded. You get a recording. TikTok is generous. This is recorded, and you can take clips. They give you some clips too. So you can take clips and get clips and post that as content. So yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I'm answering your question correctly, friend. How much do you engage outside the app? So here's what I would tell you to do. Let me answer. I'm gonna answer this question in a different way. Let me pull up my little 75-day challenge. We're gonna pull that up. We're gonna talk about that. That's what we're gonna talk about. I want to make sure you all are engaging fully, okay? Because I'm gonna give you a pro tip. Because I want you to really in people's lives. Yeah, I want you to go to people's lives and engage. Well, from just the weekends are my favorite. Yeah, weekends are good. 40% for 25 minutes. 25 minutes and higher. There's actually 38% for the duration, and then there's an additional 2% with 5 new followers. Okay, so it's based on your duration and how long you went live. But to answer your question in a quick way of saying, when you come to somebody's live, I think it's just depending on the topic. As you are watching, as you're watching someone's live and you're learning from them, you could stay and get the full lesson. If you're entertained by them, you can stay and just continue to be entertained. It's up to you. But what I will tell you, click your daily heartbeat, get those points. It'll tell you if you stay longer, you can collect more points based on your watch time. I think watch time, I don't know if there's a time, I think 10 minutes is calculated based on 10 minutes. So you get a point. So you want to pay attention to that. But at the same time, daily heartbeat, gifting, commenting, engaging. And it just depends on the topic. I don't think there's a true hard and fast rule to say you got to stay in a live for 25 minutes. I wouldn't tell you that. When I come to people's lives, I'm trying to see so many of you all. So I'm bouncing around. I'm doing my daily heartbeat. I'm gifting. I'm connecting. So I'm doing all the things there. And I may stay, depending on the live, I may stay about 15, 20 minutes. And so it just depends on how much time I have to spare. Sometimes I do it in between meetings. I was like, let me click on this live real quick. I didn't know they was live. Let me click real quick, say hi, drop a few gifts, and then I'm just going to be here to support and I'm out. So that happens too. So that is how I do it too. But it just depends on what time I have available to do it. But don't feel like you have to stay there forever. But I think it's a good hard, fast rule to be in about 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, like I said, if you're able to allocate that much time. Yeah. Yep. How you doing, Sarah? Thank you so much for being here. You said new here. Thank you so much. Sarah, make sure you connect with people by clicking on them and reading their bio and checking them out. I was going to give a quick backstory on gifting. And so when I first started, and Coach Miss Jessie, my point of saying this is that I think that is part of the evolution as you are growing on your live host journey. You need to know how to maximize from a live host perspective your community, understand how to gift you and engage with you. But there's always a point as a live host that you need to make sure you are educating your community. That's going to be important. How do we add those banners that stay up? This sticker here, that one there, it's a sticker. And enhance, if you hit the icon, the wand, it says enhance. Stickers are there, effects are there when I do my hand effect. All that is in that enhance feature. So when you first start going live, click around, click those features, play with some of the buttons, get a sense of what's there. Okay. It's funny because I go to a lot of lives and people's like, Dr. Lisa, how do I do this? And I was like, well, y'all didn't do no research, huh? Y'all didn't click around. But yeah, you got to click around and make sure you know what's going on. I was going to say, you got to educate your community when you are a live host. And as you're doing this, you're new. And that's what I do. This is kind of my approach is like, I'm helping the newbies because I was once new. And I'm still learning. Don't get me wrong. I don't profess to know everything. But as a new live host, you want to take people along your journey, but you also want to educate your new people coming in your room on how to engage with your room. And you don't want to alienate anybody either. So I went to a room, and I'm not going to give the live host name because she's well known and popular, and I don't go to her room anymore. To be honest with you, I just don't because her approach was off-putting because I was a new person. And I came into the room, and I'm going to tell you, I was like super new because I was still using my faceless account, and I was trying to figure out what to do. And I knew she was a very well-known, popular live host, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go in her room. And I went in her room, and I saw people gifting, but I didn't know anything about the gifting process. And I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to click this rose and send a rose. I was like, okay, because TikTok gives you, when you come in a room, TikTok gives you a suggested gift. We all see that. So the suggested gift for me was to send a rose. I was like, okay, well, let me send her some rose. And I did that. Thank you, Dimples. And I did it. And she was like, oh, no, we're not doing roses right now. We're not doing roses. We're doing this other, whatever the other gift was. And the gift was potentially due to, and in hindsight now, it was a campaign she was doing because there's this little box up here. I'd say this is TikTok's commercial, just so you guys know. Your box may look different than my box. They have different things that they're doing, different campaigns. And so it was some competition happening, and I was supposed to know to send that gift, I guess. I think it's the wish box. Thank you so much, friend. The wish box, whatever was in her wish box, I was supposed to go and know to click that and not the little suggested rows that TikTok told me to send, but to click her wish box and send that gift. Now, I didn't know I was supposed to do that. And so she did not educate me on that. I didn't even know that was called even a wish box, but that's what that is. That's a wish box, and the star is the subscription box. Thank you so much. But see, you said, I'm going to keep sending you roses. I appreciate you, friend. Who asked the campaigns? TikTok. TikTok does. That's their little box. Whatever's in there, TikTok did, not the live host. So that's what TikTok did. Yeah. Um, and so I say that in a way of letting you all know, as you have your rooms, make sure you talk to your people. Make sure you educate them. If you have something, and I'm going to say this is just real talk. You got to get in the habit as a live host of repeating yourself and saying it multiple times, different times throughout your live, different ways to support people. If you can, put a sticker up just to let people know. And, obviously, sometimes people read, sometimes people don't. But at the end of the day, it's your role to make sure people feel seen, heard, and obviously respected. And so she did with my little funky rose. I was like, I ain't coming back to your room no more. And I just don't. Okay. So it is what it is. But at the same time, just know that people are here, they're learning. And what does it mean to be a beginner? That's all I would say. Yeah, I think a lot of creators miss out by thinking everyone knows everything and not explaining it. They don't. They don't. I've noticed the repetition. Yes, I repeat myself quite a bit, and I'm okay with it. And at the end of the day, because I get it. TikTok, there's 53 people in this room right now. TikTok says that they sent, in terms of viewers, 1,600 people have circulated in this room at some point. So if that many people have circulated in this room, whether they were sitting outside looking to think if they wanted to come in the room and they hear my voice, or they came in and tapped in, that many people they've sent this way. And at the end of the day, you never know who's coming your way. You need to make sure you respect them. Okay. Friends, send the popular vote instead. It helps you. Yes. So Alicia says the popular vote is equivalent to a penny. Now, Dr. Lisa does not have the popular vote in her wish box. Dr. Lisa has not talked about the popular vote, but the popular vote is the thing that TikTok is part of the exclusive gifts. And TikTok is saying, okay, that's how a room gets pushed out further into the FYP and get ranked in the algorithm. So I should explain that. I knew that. I just haven't been doing that. That is a Dr. Lisa problem, not anybody's fault. But yeah, so that's part of it. Yeah, so the popular vote is the thing to send. And I don't know, does the popular vote pop up when you click? You got to click the gift box for it. Okay, learning. So the popular vote, correct me if I'm wrong, it's in the gift box, and it's like it's one of the top gifts that are there now. How many mods do you recommend? You don't want to ask me that question, because I'm a mod free. Over here, I'm mod free. I have not talked about YouTube. I need to talk about YouTube. But over here, I don't use a mod. I haven't, because I like to see the comments. Now, granted, I think I do need a mod. Don't get me wrong. I think I'm at that stage. I think what I like to do, because I like to see you all, I like to connect. And then, depending on the topic, depending on what's going on, I like that you're mod free. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for saying that. Oh, wow. Really? That's interesting. Hey, Dr. Lisa, how you doing? Satin, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so it's just something about, I like connecting with you all. I like seeing the rooms. I see things pop up. Now, the chat can get to chatting at times, and I miss things. Don't get me wrong. TikTok will filter too, so it's not all me. It's also TikTok. But I think at the end of the day, it just builds community. Kenby, thank you for joining. I see your friend. That's somebody who comes in when you fly in like that. That's a high engager. My friend Robin shared you. Oh, thank you, Robin. I appreciate Robin. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I don't use a mod just because of that, because I'm like, oh, thank you for the popular votes, friends. I see it. You said, what is mod? What is it? It's a moderator. So you can have somebody, you can pick somebody to be your moderator, and they can have the ability to pin comments. They have the ability to anybody can respond to comments. They can also remove trolls and bad actors from your room. So it just allows you to have, someone else helping to manage the chat, and when I pin comments, when I have guests up, when I do stuff like that, as you can tell, I do it. I try to do it with intentionality because people have comments or questions. And again, I consider myself a learn room. So I almost feel like, you know what, if you were going to go out and wander in these TikTok streets, like when you wander into a box battle, if you wander into a room, you kind of know a little bit, to feel comfortable. Now, I was going to say be dangerous, but maybe not dangerous, but to feel comfortable, like I could sit in this room and I can understand that what's happening, and I'm not going to be totally clueless with all the stuff that's going on. Or if I want to become a live host, I know specifically how to look at different features and how to make sure people are connecting with me and engagement in my room. So that's what I'm trying to do. And that starts with me modeling the way. And I don't use a moderator either because it's a way for me to just keep in touch with who's in the room and who's connecting and how things are flowing. So that's kind of my logic. But, at times the chat does get to chatting. I probably could use a moderator. Got it. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, me and Memphis. Okay. How many mods do you recommend? If you did a mod, one. If you got a room that's really busy, you might need two. Well, one is fine. Yeah, so she says she provides a ton of information. Thank God. Hopefully, if you have specific questions, let me know, Satin. I'm happy to answer. You have answered so many of my questions. Have I, boss? You didn't ask any questions. Have I answered your question? Answered a question today? Or are you just saying, look here, you taking notes? Is that what's happening? You are taking notes. You're like, I had a question. That's a good question, and I didn't have that, but thank you for answering. Maintain a pulse on things. It does. It does. It allows you to do that. Thank you. Happy Saturday from this rainy Oklahoma. Awesome. Yes, ma'am. How you doing, friend? Okay, so let's do this. I usually couple things I did not do, and I want to say this out loud to the room. I am co-streaming. I've been saying that a lot lately, just so that you guys know. I typically start and I got to chatting. I didn't get a chance to talk about it. Very knowledgeable, very giving person. Thank you. I appreciate that, Defining Dana. Thank you so much. New friends. Yes. You have shared great information. I'm still learning. There we go. That's it. Just keep learning, but act. I don't want you to wait and sit back and say, "Oh, I can't do this." How do you find a mod? Typically, you find somebody. A moderator should be voluntary. It's not somebody that you're paying. It should be a voluntary role. Somebody who wants to support the room and support you. So don't feel like it has to be a compensated role. But it should be somebody who knows your style, like how you like to have your pins go up, or how you feel about trolls and comments and stuff. And so you want to make sure they know you and know your flow. And then in turn, if you need them to show up and support your room, they're available to do so. Yeah. Yes, thank you for all this guidance. You're welcome, friend. Like I said, I answer questions. I know sometimes you go into rooms and you're like nervous and you're like trying to figure things out, and you get a question and they don't answer it. The chat gets to chatting. So I spend a lot of time doing that. And so what I learned from that is like, okay, that's not how I want to treat people. That's not what I want to do. That's not how I want to operate. I want to operate in a space of giving and support. And I'm a questioner, just like you guys. You guys ask questions. So I know if I have questions, I want to have answers. And so if I can't answer a question, I'll tell you I can't answer it. But at the end of the day, I don't think I want to make sure people feel seen and heard, and your questions matter. How do you pin? If you hit somebody's words, Leslie, the word that you said, how do you pin? You click the word, a screen pops up, pin comment. That's what you're going to click. You're going to click pin comment. You said, I'll moderate for you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Betsy. I appreciate you. Thank you, Bello. How you doing? Thanks for you letting I can go live. Can you go live? You gonna go live now? So thanks for you for letting you know I can go. Oh, so you can go live. Oh wow. So yes, you can go live. Yes, you have live access. So are you now going to go live? You answer questions that I had from the other rooms I've been in. Being new, I didn't know basics. There you go. That's it. Yeah, I'm happy I did that. I'm happy I'm here for you, friend. He said yes. Okay. So now you got to go live. Now that you have it, you got to use it. Yeah. So what I teach here is I'm terrified. Oh gosh. Okay, come back to my 4 o'clock. Go live with ease. I do talk a little bit more about some of the. I spent some time yesterday actually more in the space of using ChatGPT, doing your research, knowing your topic, knowing your target audience, finding your audience, as well in the comments and other people's comments on content that you like. Also, how do you set your goal? You just click the box that wish box. It's called gift box or whatever you want to call it. You click that, and you can a screen will pop up where you can set it. And before you go live, it's right under there and on the title, add a goal. And you just type that, click that, and put whatever you want. There's a little bit of a strategy if you're a new live room. You might want to just put roses or you put heart puffs or something like that. You put the popular live. I probably should do that. Maybe tomorrow I'll pin the popular live. Maybe I'll do that or later after 4 o'clock. I'll do that so I can say, hey, give me the popular live vote. I'm also I'm also is unsure. Um, you're unsure about what going live, friend? Shortcut, let me know. You're nervous? I will come back at 4. Okay, awesome. Thank you, friend. I got you though. I will be back later too. Thank you. Yeah, 4 o'clock is where for all my newbies. Dr. Lisa, with your expertise resources, I am planning to go live. When? When is your live? Congratulations. You can do it. You can do it. Just come up with your outline. You were in my 4 o'clock yesterday, so I showed you the outline. I did hear you're freezing. Am I freezing? TikTok. I hope I'm not freezing. You said Mondays. Okay. Try to pick to maximize your rewards. Try to have at least 2 days for the weekly missions. But yeah, you want to have 2 days. Okay, friends, I did not talk about co-streaming on YouTube. So if you get a chance, I am literally co-streaming right now. So no, you're not freezing. Okay, Dr. Lisa, where did you find your background applause? Sound effects. Oh, my phone's dying. Sound effects. It's in the enhance. There's a little wand. So when you start your live, there's a wand. You want to click that. There's a little wand, and when you click that, it will have different effects for you to click. Heart effects, the effect screen, sound effects, sticker, all that is part of the enhance button. So that's so I'm not freezing. That's good. And you said, yes, I brought your live package. Did you? You did. You bought my. You bought the checklist. Is that what you bought? The checklist. Let me know. Did you get the checklist or did you get the ChatGPT guide? Co-streaming on YouTube. Tell me more. Yeah, I got you, Mango. Cool. Thank you. Here, let me flip my camera. I'm just going to flip my camera. I'm hitting the more button with the 3 dots, and then I click flip camera. And I'm clicking flip camera. And I am literally on, let's set that there for a second, my sticker. I am on YouTube. That's what I'm doing. I'm co-streaming. So this is a recorded message. So if you guys want to go back, and my moderator, I do have a moderator for YouTube. Let me get so you can see my face. I do have a moderator for YouTube. Her name is Yes Michelle Crochets. She was in here for a minute. She's not in now, but she popped in for a minute. We were talking, and Coach Miss Jessie, and I saw her pop in for a second. I didn't get a chance to fully engage. So as you know, I didn't talk about it. Yes, I love that. Yeah. So on YouTube, you can have, with 50 subscribers, you can go live. And so what I have is just a web camera, and I'm co-streaming. So as you guys are here talking to me, and I'm answering questions, this is going to be recorded. It's on a playlist that's for TikTok. Are you using an iPad to go stream? No, I'm using my laptop. So this is actually my laptop I'm on. However, it's funny you asked that. I am going to get a laptop. I'm sorry. I'm going to get an iPad because Yes Michelle Crochet. So go to my Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income page on YouTube. Click a short. You actually can come here now and look at the co-stream too. But click a short, put a comment, and then subscribe. YouTube is very particular about fake engagement, so you just can't subscribe to somebody and it's not going to be allowed. YouTube will remove it. So I want you to be intentional about your engagement on YouTube. It's a little different of a strategy, but because there's some nuances. So yes, Michelle Crochets is my moderator, so go to her page and do the same thing. Look at a short, comment, subscribe. Subscribe is last. And then if you do that for both of us, we will go to your page, look at a comment, or I'm sorry, look at a short, comment, subscribe. Okay. So like and subscribe. And so I just want you to know to do that. Laptops, thanks for answering my question. You're welcome, friend. When it comes to YouTube, YouTube has a couple little things. And so Michelle is helping me through understanding YouTube and its algorithm and how things work. An iPad will operate better when it comes to vertical streaming because it opens up your page to a lot more people. Now there's a risk because you don't know what you're going to get in the room. Not that you're going to get a whole lot in the room, because when you're a newer streamer, you may not get a whole lot of people. But when it comes to that, you just got to be aware of it. But if you're in a growth period, which I'm trying to grow, vertical may be better than horizontal. Laptops forces a horizontal view, whereas the iPad can be vertical. So just a little quick tip if you're thinking about YouTube and streaming. Should my account be set as personal or business? It depends on your goals. I never tell people not to do business. It just depends on what your goals are. I have a personal account. I am going to pivot in a second because I just realized it's noon. I'm like, Dr. Lisa, what you doing? I should be getting off the call around now, but as you can tell, I have not done that yet. So you it just depends on what you're doing. This is a personal account for YouTube too. I don't have a business account on YouTube. I did not set up a business account. So no, this is also a personal account. I found this. Is it not true? So yeah, this is a personal account. So I don't have business. So I would say do how does the webcam work? The webcam is working. It's on there. Yeah. That's a webcam. So I added the webcam to have a better image. Because I was using my son's tablet. I started messy. I'm still kind of messy, but like I said, I needed to start because at the end of the day, you got to take the action. You got to take the first steps, because you will sit back and say, "Oh, I wish I could. I wish I should have. I should have done this," and then you realize, before you know it, it's months, years. And YouTube is a long game. YouTube is not about, oh, you're gonna click on and all of a sudden you're gonna have a lot of people in your room, a lot of subscribers. You're gonna be monetizing. No. YouTube does not operate that way. So you got to do this and be in it for a while. So what I'm doing is co-streaming so I can build up my page and I can get more followers and I can get the subscribers so I can monetize. So it may take several months before I even get to the point where I'm at a monetization level. It could take 6, 9, a year, but I'm going to do it. Streaming vertical does something more for allowing, it's almost like a mobile view. So when you stream vertical, they allow more people in your room. That's a YouTube algorithm process. When you do vertical, for whatever reason, it does not. So yeah, so I was on my tablet for my son. The quality was bad. The image was poor. The sound was poor. From the laptop, I'm on a camera now. I bought a web camera. I bought a microphone, but it didn't connect to my laptop, so I don't know what's going on there. But because I'm doing this vertical, I have a better image, so that's great. You can see me head on. Also, the sound from my laptop is better, but I'm not vertical. And so people come into my room, I'm getting fewer views. So 2 people just came over. Thank you. Make sure you put a comment in. Make sure you put a comment here, but also go to my shorts because I get notifications for the shorts. I don't get it for the streaming. So I get a notification there, put a comment, and then also like And make sure you subscribe. The goal is to subscribe. You want subscribers. So make sure you subscribe as well if you haven't already. Um, and that'll help boost the live as well. Sandra, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Can you add a webcam to the iPad? I don't know. I think so because the webcam has a C port. So I think I should be able to do it. We'll see. We'll see. Yes, the C thing that you can click, especially for the newer iPads. I have not gotten the iPad yet. My iPad doesn't work. It's an older version. Um, and so Michelle and I was talking about that. I was like, I'm thinking I'm going to get something new because my son's tablet, the visual is poor. But I think I'm going to invest in a nice webcam. I'm sorry, a nice iPad and see if that works and I can stream that way. But I don't know. I'm going to see. I'm probably going to have to do some research first and see, does that work with iPad? And then obviously I'm probably at some point going to need the battery to charge my phone. And so the port might be used for the camera and I won't be able to charge. But I'm hopeful that a newer iPad has a quality camera. So maybe I won't need the webcam. So that might be something, honestly, I could return if I don't use it. I need to do this quickly because I don't want to lose my time that I could return it because I got it off the Zon, the other store. So I can return it. So look here, friends. Let me pivot real quick because my phone is not charging. What is going on? And it says I have 20%. Let me try it again. You said iPad Air number 11. That's a good one? Yeah, let me know. Is that a good one? I might need a new phone, y'all, if my phone's not going to catch a charge. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a problem. That is not going to be good. This phone, the port's been acting up lately, so I'm hoping it charges. It's not just me. And it's like, okay, you're on here twice a day. I'm doing so much. I'm going to need a new phone. It's like, you are doing too much, lady, on this phone. It's the latest model of Apple Air Pro. Okay, the Apple Pro. Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate that, Mariaxa. Thank you so much, friend. So my 10 o'clock live, I usually pivot and I share my stand store. I'm going to zip through it. I want you guys to go there. If you want additional resources from me, go into the stand store, get that. I have a bundle where the price is usually $127. On this live only, I promote it for $57. That's where you get access to me. I do my, the bundle teaches you pretty much, it's like a starter kit of how you can get into this digital marketing space. We talk about live streaming. I'm live streaming on YouTube. I'm live streaming here on TikTok. We are in digital marketing. If you are a live host, that's what you're doing. You're promoting your brand. You're promoting to your target audience. You're ideally offering them a solution, whether it's a physical product, digital product, your consultations, your resources, whatever you have, you're branding yourself to your target audience and you're talking to them and they're like, okay, I want what you have because I feel like I can relate to you. Okay, TikTok Shop has a phone for $80. Oh, you're like, that's really? Thank you so much. I might need to just get a phone, just any old phone. I was watching you on YouTube. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. Did you subscribe? Make sure you subscribe. Yes, I relate. Yes, yes. And so with that, I want you to be intentional. So with that particular bundle, it teaches you digital marketing 101. It's a 3-hour mini course. These are mini courses. I also I'm an affiliate for UBC. UBC is amazing. When we talk about digital marketing, and I know people are like, oh, I don't want to get into digital marketing. I don't want to do digital. I tell people all the time, you are in digital marketing. If you are coming to become a live host, you're live streaming, that's a subset of digital marketing. That's part of your brand. You're branding yourself when you do content creation. So if you're on TikTok and on these other social media platforms and you are putting content out there, ideally that content relates to your brand and people get to know you, like you, connect with you, trust you. And then they're like, okay, I want to see more of that content. And as you build a community, then you get the eyes of different brands that want to work with you and partner with you because they're like, okay, your audience likes you. That's the whole thing about building your community, building your followers, and being intentional. So I want you to understand that. I want you to learn we are our brand. Yeah, build it right. That's it. We are our brand. And so if you understand that concept, then you understand then how to create content, then how to come live and talk to your audience, and then how to build and grow more. Okay. So UBC teaches you that, which is why I am being intentional with my live streaming journey, as well as being intentional on YouTube, as well as TikTok. I'm thinking about affiliate deals. I'm thinking about brand deals. I'm thinking about all the things that I can get. Okay, got it. Yeah, all the things I can get as I do this and do it successfully. So a couple things I teach is so like I said, UBC is an affiliate program. I have that in there. I They have an affiliate program, so they give you 85% commission. I promote UBC. They just relaunched their affiliate program, and they had some sales. You can get the free starter. I'm sorry, the free sneak peek if you want that. Thank you. How you doing? Would you say be an affiliate and live host on your personal channel? Yes, I do. I'm one of my. This is my personal channel. These are my personal channels. Both of these are. Sandra asked that question on YouTube. Sandra, thank you for asking your question. Yes, so these are my personal accounts. I don't do it as a business. The business on TikTok is a little limiting. Somebody asked that earlier. I didn't fully answer the question because I said, what is your goal? And it just depends on what you're trying to do. But you don't get this. You can't be create. You can't be a creator. You're a seller. You're a business. You're promoting your product. So the creator benefits, like the affiliate program, TikTok Shop for Affiliate, or doing the Creator Rewards program. Somebody earlier asked, like, what do you get for 10,000 followers? That program is out there. I have over 10,000 followers now, but that's a program you got to get to based on follower count as well as how many views for your video. Similar to how YouTube works. YouTube says you can monetize and get ad dollars based on how many subscribers. That's the same thing as followers for here for TikTok, and how many. So you have to have 1,000 subscribers and watch hours, 4,000 watch hours. So on YouTube is a little challenging because people don't necessarily go there and watch for long periods of time. So you got a lot of content you're pushing out there to get your watch hours up. So it's going to take a little time to build that, but that means that you're in it and you're posting, you're connecting with your community, and you're being intentional about your brand. So I'm being intentional about my YouTube, and I'm doing this co-streaming, but I'm also being intentional about what does it mean to make sure I'm getting subscribers and followers and making sure I'm doing all the things to build my pages up, my TikTok and my YouTube. Instagram I also use as well. Is this live part of your live hours on YouTube? It is potentially. It depends on people going back to watch. So it's going to be part of a playlist. And so if you are a subscriber and you're watching it live, I get credit for those watch hours. However, if you go back, because it's going to be recorded under a playlist, so you can go back and see this particular live, I get credit if you all go back and watch it fully. I mean, it's a long live, but watch it fully, and that becomes part of it as well. And so, and then I make my family watch it on their channels. And so I'm getting watch hours. So I make them watch it in the evenings. They just have their phones up while they're sleeping. They play my playlist. And that's it. So hey, I got people watching that subscribe. You said that's good. That's good. I like the way you think, Dr. Lisa. I like the way you think. Yeah, I heard someone say going live on YouTube gets you in your watch hours sooner. It does, but you gotta have people watching. He said, "Oh, sweet. Yep, yep. That's it." You may have answered this already today, but do you a minimum of subscribers to go live? You need 50 subscribers on YouTube to go live. 50 subscribers, you can go live. He said, I like. Yeah, good minds think. Yeah. So you need 8 more. Okay. All right. All right. Sandra, that's it. So connect with Sandra. Y'all go over there on YouTube, connect with her, connect with me. Uh, and so, yeah, so when you get, so I promoted here. So I don't know if you go live on TikTok, but you see I'm co-streaming. So I promoted over here. So hopefully I get a few more subscribers today. And that's the goal. I'm just trying to build, and I'm going to continue to do this. Let it play in the background. That's it. Just let it play in the background. That's it. My son's tablet, we have it down there. It's playing on one of the channels, and we're getting watch hours that way. And it just play. Now YouTube is a long game for monetization. I tell people that all the time. You're not in it to do it quickly, but if you got to be in it to do it, you got to do it. And so here you can play and monetize fairly quickly based on people and communities and strategies. We just talked about battling a lot today. So you can monetize, but it just takes a little longer from a YouTube perspective. Um, he said, I know that's right. He said, yes, they think alike. We think alike, friend. Yes, absolutely. Yep. So you want to make sure you're in it though. That's the thing about it. So I'm gonna switch real quick to my stand store. I just want to show you all what I have there. I talked about UBC. I talked about my bundle. If you need one-on-one, so say you're like, Dr. Lisa, I don't need all that other stuff. I need to talk to you because I want some more strategies. I want to think through what I'm doing. I want to be intentional about my growth. Then I do one-on-one. So I have a package for that. It's actually a 2-for-1 where you get 2 meetings with me for the price of one. And then also I have some checklists in there. So my new live host, you're trying to figure out what you need to do before your live, during your live, after your live. And then my live hosts were like, I don't know what to talk about. What is my topic? Who's my target audience? How do I find that out? I have a guide in there that gives you prompts from ChatGPT to help you understand who are you talking to, what are some prompts you need to do to find out your keywords and your target audience and your niche, as well as um, other engaging questions that you can ask your audience, and then your intro script, like how are you packaging yourself? That's a prompt as well. I want you to be successful, and I want you to use the AI. Okay, that's a big piece of this. Use the resources we have. We're in a time in life where we have so many resources that was not given to us before. So we want to leverage those resources so that we can level up. That's the reality. This is if you want to play in these playgrounds, then you got to know how to play the game. So I want you all to know this is a space to do it. This is how you could do it successfully. Your resources level up. That's it. Yes, resources. Yes. That's it. That's it. So let me do this. If you click my profile once, you'll see my profile screen pops up, my mini profile. If you click it again, um, this is the book to heal, and thank you. You're welcome, friend. I appreciate you. This is it. We are doing this. There's no reason we can't be successful. No reason at all. It's just about taking action. It's out here for us. It's just you need to know how to do it. You just need to know how to do it, and you need to take the steps to do it. Okay. Um, you'll see. I'm gonna flip my camera so you guys can see my profile page. Let me turn this down, and you'll see at the top the stand store. Oh, it's blurry, out of focus. But I'm gonna click the stand store right there. Okay, and that's what I'm clicking. And then it's going to take you to my stand. And then I talked about UBC. If you're interested in UBC, this is probably the time to do it. When it comes to getting UBC, getting started, getting in courses, getting going. Thank you so much. I see you, friend. Nurse Hub, eNurse Hub. How you doing, friend? Um, you can get the sneak peek. I'll send you some information. They did a webinar last weekend and they had a sale. They're not going to do that anytime soon. I didn't buy it on sale. I tell people I didn't buy it on sale, but I use it daily. I go to the communities. I do go to the community meetings. I go to all the tabs and resources, and I'm always looking at resources in there. They added some new stuff, selling on Etsy, some other modules. That's what they rolled out with the affiliate. I also bought from somebody I never see. So so for me, I promote it now where if you want it, is this in the shop? It is in the shop. Yep. I tell you right now, if you want it, you're going to be added to my mentorship group. It's on Instagram. There's an Instagram group chat. That's where I send messages. I'm giving tips. I'm giving strategies. I want you to be successful. I'm saying different ways to keep you motivated because there's no reason why you're sitting back and not getting what you need. So this gives you, think about this as a full course. It's on the school platform. There's 54,000 people in that community. It's grown. It's really busy. If you, and so it could become overwhelming, but if you are looking for all you need to know about digital marketing and how to effectively brand yourself, then this is the course you need. So I put it out there. I am an affiliate. And so I'll support you and I'll give you ongoing support. So you're not just buying a course from somebody and then they ghost you. But this is also my bundle. So if you are looking for a starter kit and you just need to know how to get started, you're like, okay, maybe I don't need the whole full curriculum and course. I just need to know how to get started. That's what this bundle is for. So it's going to give you a 3-hour mini course on digital marketing. How you doing? Eloise, Eloise, what is it? Eloise? Is that it? Eloise, yes. Um, it's going to give you a 3-hour digital marketing course. It's going to give you a 35-minute branding masterclass. It's also going to give you 2 hours of Canva. So you're going to learn how to leverage Canva. Thank you so much, Empowered. I see your friend. I'm going to check your message when I get off too. I think you was didn't you? I think you did send me a message this morning. But and it also gives you the playbook that I use to get people started, and then you have 46 ebooks. Perfect. I'm interested in digital marketing. There we go. These are the things that you need. You either need. I tell people if you are really interested, UBC is probably what you really need because it's going to give you all the different facets from affiliate marketing, brand deals, YouTube, TikTok live strategy. So when you talk about how do you know how to go live? Because I had UBC and it taught me. It gave me the strategy. Instagram, they're really big on Instagram. So Instagram is a whole thing for them. What else? How to create your own products, how to sell on Etsy. It tells you, thank you so much for the level up cake. It's going to teach you about selling on Etsy as well as faceless marketing. So you learn about faceless. It's going to teach you editing, content creation, all the things. So all that is in this course. It's like 40 hours of content. This is going to get you the starter kit. This is going to give you the fundamentals of how to get started. And you also get me because I put you in my other Instagram group chat where we can talk. And so right now I'm faceless for you. And so I'm talking. I like Instagram because you have the microphone. So I can send you quick memos. I can send you links and chat with you in the chat and the DMs. You could do all that in Instagram. You can't do that on TikTok. You can't do that on the other platforms. Oh, it educates you for all platforms. It does. It does. It has all platforms. And what it teaches you, talking about UBC, what it teaches you in particular is how to make sure you're branding yourself for your audience. Okay? That's the goal. Because if you're doing this, then you need to make sure you're talking to the right people. You need to know how to make sure your brand is going to resonate with your audience. And no matter where your brand is located, whether it's the brand on TikTok and you branding yourself there, on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever you're at, you need to make sure your brand is aligned and it connects with your audience. Okay. How do I get started? Okay, I'm listening. It just depends on what you where you're at in your journey. If you are like, okay, I know a little bit about digital marketing, I know what I need to do, then maybe the starter kit isn't for you. Maybe you need to go more advanced. And you're like, okay, let me get UBC and I'm just going to go ahead and jump all in. Or maybe you're like, okay, you know what, Dr. Lisa, I still need to take baby steps. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what you're talking about when you say terms like digital marketing and live streaming and content creation and all this. This is where you probably need to start. Okay. And so I would say this is probably going to get you what you need. I'm going to open this up in a second. Let me just share a few more things in here. This is my checklist. When I told you, if you're a new live host and you're like, what should I be doing before my live, during my live, after my live? This is going to walk you through the checklist of things to do. Okay. So that you can essentially have all the things in order to keep your live set so you don't get violations, but also so that you get engagement. And then you can look at the analytics afterwards. So this is a checklist, a 3-page checklist for you. And then my people were like, okay, I don't know what to say and who's my target audience. I tell you to use the AI. So whether it's chat or Copilot or Gemini, whatever, the AI is here for us to grow and do the things we have never thought we could do before. So I want you to be successful, and it starts with using the AI. Okay. And then if you're somebody like, okay, you know what? I just need a one-on-one because all that other stuff you're talking about sounds great, but that's not what I'm looking for. I just need to meet with you, talk to you about my specific situation, and let's start from there. And then I will say, okay, let's meet, let's talk. I do a 2-for-1 where you can meet with me for 40 minutes over Zoom. We'll talk, get to know each other, kind of give questions, and I'll give you some strategies, and we can brainstorm together. And then we can meet in about another week and do a follow-up accountability conversation. And so that's there for you. You can sign that up. And then last but not least, by people who are nervous, scared, shy, introverted, trying to figure out, should I hit the go live button? What do I need to do to make sure that I can do this successfully? All the things. This is where I want you to start. Grab the freebie. Just get the overthinking guide so you know exactly how to start this process. I don't want you to be nervous or scared. Your mindset has to be in a space that says, I can, I will, I must, whatever your why is. You make sure that you're looking at that why and saying, this is why I'm doing this. And you're going to stick to it. Okay. Thanks for the tips. Thank you, D Queen. I see your friends. Thank you for the level up cake. Congratulations, friends. And so I want you to get this guide because that's the mindset guide. We're going to click this real quick. We're going to click this really quickly. I just want to make sure I share this with you all when it comes to the Launch and Earn Blueprint Bundle. This one in particular is here for you. And it comes with what you said back. And it comes with what's called master resale rights. So you get this, and this is 100% yours, okay? Meaning that you get it, you're going to open up a free account on Canva. You can look at all the materials, and then essentially you will be able to rebrand it, change my name out, take my logo out, put your information, all the things for your branding, and you can resell it. So it's resell. Okay, so it's resell rights. So it's 100% yours. It has a digital marketing one-on-one course. I told you it's a 3-hour course. It has your branding masterclass, so where you can find, develop your logo, your font and colors, everything you need to resonate your brand with your. You said that's a deal. It is a deal. It comes with me. It's actually a real steal. It's like I know, this is easily worth over $200. Is a deal at 127. It's a super deal at $57. And so I yes, thank you for that because I know my value and worth. And this comes with me. That's what I said. This is probably where you want to start because I'm meeting with 2 people. Well, I have a 1 o'clock meeting. That's someone who got a one-on-one with me. But my 2 o'clock is somebody who got the bundle. She's in my Instagram group. The Instagram group is over 140 people. So that are in the group chat. Now there's more than that. Not everyone's in the group chat, but there's more than that. But there's 140 plus people in the group chat. And that is a chat where we're building support for one another. We're connecting, we're talking, we're connecting with each other on social media. We're building a community. And we're trying to figure out how to do this at a way that we are going to be successful. And then you get me. You get access to me because on Instagram I send you messages, but I also schedule one-on-ones with you. And so someone was having some trouble getting her stand store set up. And so I'm meeting with her and we're going to talk and walk through it. And I'm going to do it over Zoom and help her get everything up and running. Okay. So it's a deal. It's a heck of a deal. But with that, you get Canva Mastery. There's 2 hours of that, over 2 hours. I foresee you growing really fast. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, I'm in it to win it. And then it has the playbook. And the playbook is what I actually use because the playbook is essentially saying, I want you for week 1, I want you to go live. I want you to go live. I want you to be intentional about your live journey. And then while you're going live each week, I want you to do something. So week 1, I want you to focus on the mini courses, the digital marketing 101 course, the branding masterclass, the Canva mastery, so that you can develop your brand logo, font, colors. You're going to do all the things so that you can create a brand that resonates with your target audience. Week 2, I want you to create your product, whether it's a physical product that you have that you want to promote, and maybe you need to put a logo and a label on it, digital product, consultations, membership, mentorship, whatever you're offering, you want to be able to create that in week 2. And ideally, you're talking to your audience so you can see what they need. And you can make something that's a little, that is tailored to the pain points and challenges to solve problems for your audience. Okay. He said, I'm telling all my friends, look at you. Thank you so much. Week 3, you're going to create your storefront. And so the person I'm meeting with today, she's essentially in week 3. She's like, hey, I'm creating my storefront, but I'm running into some troubles here and I want to get some more guidance. What's the name of your YouTube? It's Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. Same name, friend. You said me too. What's me too? What is me too? If you got the bundle, let me know. If you got this bundle already and you're not in my Instagram group chat, send me a message. I have to say that because there's quite a few. I know I'm missing about easily a dozen or so people that are missing. Telling all my friends. Are you telling all your friends? appreciate you. I appreciate both of you. I'll tell all your friends I'm over here. um, and then week 3, storefront back-end systems, add your product, and week 4, you're launching. So again, if you're going live, then you already are ahead because you can now get a sense of this process and you all can make sure you're growing. Okay, you can make sure you're growing in this process. And then the last thing that you get is 46 ebooks. So these ebooks are going to teach you. These are private label rights, so you can resell them as well. But I say read what's in there because there's a 23-page chat GPT guide. It literally gives you prompts on how to content create, how to brainstorm, how to do social media, how to do copyright. All that is there. I'm starting all over. Finally received my laptop for the shop. I waited 3 weeks. Did you really? You ready, friend? You got it. I'm here for you. And then finally, you're going to get me in terms of my Instagram group chat. You get access to me as a coach for you. And then I'll also ask that you subscribe. You said, I'm ready. All right, now. That's it. Okay. So really quickly, I'm just going to show you. 1 second. Let's go here. I'm going to show you what God has us. Yes, God has us as He knows. That's it. And you just need the right support. You can do it. We can all do this. There's no reason why we all can't be successful. So here, launch your income is going to be the confirmation you get. You're going to get this confirmation. You said, I'm sold. I'm heading over to buy. Okay. All right. You're going to get confirmation from Stan's store because my storefront is Stan. So Stan's store is going to send you something. After you buy, it has a pop-up that shows that says, hey, do you want to download this? This is what you're going to download. These are all your product links. These are the things I just talked about. These are the links. Okay. So you're going to click those links. I tell people, go to your email because you also got a confirmation email. Okay. So I want you to get the confirmation. And in that confirmation, you're going to get the confirmation email, and you're going to get 2 other steps. So you get this product that's in that confirmation. You're going to get the step to go to my YouTube channel because there's an unlisted video that actually walks you through this. Because I don't want you to say Dr. Lisa was in this live and I didn't know what she clicked to and I don't know what she was talking about. I actually got you. There's a video that walks you through this whole process. And then there is the instructions to get into my Instagram group chat. So you got to message me because you guys have TikTok names, you got Instagram names. You go over and buy the product in your real government name. And I'm like, okay, who bought? And so I tell you, go over to my Instagram, follow me there. It's Launch Your Income. So follow me there. And then in turn, send me a message so I know who you are and I'll add you to the group chat. So I tell people to do that step, and I think somehow that step gets missed because I have quite a few people that miss that step. But definitely go over there. Y'all laughing at me with all the names. You said that's me. I know there's people who miss that step, and there's people with multiple names. So yes. So go ahead and do that. Hello, Dr. Lisa. It's Mary Ann. See, Mary Ann. See, I wouldn't even know that, Mary Ann. That's so funny. Oh, that's funny. I would not have known that. But yes. How you doing, friend? I should have known that photo. That's right. The photo's the same. How you doing, friend? But yeah, that's how we do these names. I know y'all got all these names, and hey, I get it. I just in the last week made my YouTube name because my YouTube name was just Launch Your Income and it wasn't Dr. Lisa, and then my Instagram was just Launch Your Income and it wasn't Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. So all 3 of my names are the same. Now the only one that is different is my username here. I need to change my username, and I have not done that yet because I kind of like that as my real name, so you guys see I'm a real person, but you see the Dr. Lisa too. But then I also need to change it in a couple other spaces, like with gravitas and stuff like that. So I probably will change it though. So I'm consistent all across, and that's what you get. I gotta check with YouTube. I mean, it's TikTok though. I know after you said that, I just put in the application for the TikTok shop. Did you really? Did you get in? Congratulations, friend. So these are all clickable links. Real quick, do I have enough time? I'm gonna do real quick clicks. So really quickly, these are in Canva. So Canva, let me say this. This is my caveat. I'm hiding from my coworkers. Are you hiding from your coworkers? Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm hiding from my old coworkers too. And let me turn my camera around. I want you to see my face. And I get it. Because I was faceless. My other account was faceless. So I totally get it. It took me a minute though, because there's a billion people on this app, on TikTok that is, and now I'm on YouTube. There's a billion people on this app. And I realized, you know what? I can continue to not walk in my purpose because I feel like this is my purpose and try to protect what I think is my image or reputation for them, or just do what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm like, you know what? So I got friends who know this. I got some coworkers that know that I do this. And then they come in and it's like, oh my God, you're so good. I love that you do this. Oh my. So it's been freeing. So I say that to you. I don't know who needs to hear that, but I say that to you in a way that says, today it probably matters to you. It's not going to matter in the future. It's not. This is Dr. Lisa talking to you uh, from somebody 8 months ago that was afraid, that was nervous about it. So somebody 8 months ago wouldn't have told you this advice, but the person who's here now say, walk in your purpose, do what you need to do, and don't worry about what other people think. That's what I would tell you. Thank you. I needed to hear this. Walk in your purpose. Don't worry about what other people are going to say and think. It does not matter. And at the end of the day, like I said, some of them are on here and they love it. They think it's awesome. And I've had a few come in, hey, bestie, like what a couple of my best friends. And so, and I still do. He's like, you look so good. You do so well. Oh my gosh. And so at the end of the day, let them come in, let them see it. And I'll probably tell you that they probably won't see it, just to be honest with you, because it just depends on how you set up your page. Like, you don't have to follow them. You don't have to connect with them. You can start a new account. I know you don't want to start a new account, but you don't have to. You can unfollow them. You can block them. You can do all that, and they won't even know. So I would say, at the end of the day, just do you. Do you. Good morning, everyone. Some demons out here for these exes, coworkers. Yeah, you got to be careful. I know there are people who you are like, okay, you know what? I'm trying to protect my peace, but at the same time, I would say, you know what? You might be blocking your blessing too, because you're not able to fully be your true authentic self because of it. Thank you so much for the roses. I see you all. Um, just got my confirmation email. Look at you, friend. Well, make sure you go over there and message me on Instagram, okay? Message me on Instagram so I can add you there and we can connect and I can put you in the group chat. Um, Hello, everyone. When do you talk about TikTok Shop? You know what? I'll do it today, 4 p.m. You're the third person that talked about it, that wanted me to talk about it. You got into TikTok Shop or you need to get TikTok Shop? Let me know. Are you in or out? You trying to get it or you got it? Which one is it? You trying to get it or you got it? How you doing? Raising three, growing me. I love that. You said Florence Matthew said me too. Me too was what you mean me too, Florence? What was the me too for? Let me know. Um, I'll be back at 4. Okay, yes, we'll do. And thank you tremendously. You're welcome, friend. I'm here for you. You say, girl, yes. Hello, how you doing, Dr. Peg? When do you talk about TikTok? Okay, let me applications in. That means that you got the notification that you can apply. Okay, okay. Let me know. Well, by 4, hopefully you got a congratulations that you're in. You're right. Being worried is what the enemy wants. No more. That's it. No more. No more. That's it. You get stuck. You can't do what you need to do because you're just worried about other people and their thoughts and opinions. I'm going to say this, and I don't know if somebody needs to hear this. This came into my spirit. I need to say this. So when I said I started this process 8 months ago, I'm gonna tell you why I started. So I had just had a friend, a childhood friend, that me and her were friends since high school, and we had a falling out. I'm gonna say that politely because I'm not gonna be mean or anything, but it was just we outgrew each other. We probably outgrew each other years ago, but we needed to have this moment where we were no longer friends. Okay, so we had this falling out, and I have not spoken to her. This is about 9 months ago now. I haven't spoken to her since, and her friendship required a lot of my time because she was my person I would call and talk to all the time, or she would call me all the time. We would talk all the time. And she had issues with social media in the sense of it being very in terms of people being your business, you put yourself out there and all this other stuff. She had some issues. She had some hangups about it. And I was like, well, I guess I hadn't really evaluated it for myself because I'm kind of a private person. I told you I'm an introvert. So I guess I had some of those same mindset and issues. Thank you so much. I see you're phenomenal. I guess I had some of those same issues too. I was like, well, I'm a side eye. I think my generation, our generation, because many of y'all are reflections of me. So y'all, we are of the same generation. we are very suspicious about being here in social media and stuff. And recognizing that, I think I had those issues, and she just kind of reinforced that and fueled that. And when the friendship ended, I was like, oh. And I don't know if I can't remember what sparked my intrigue. I usually say it was because people were talking about TikTok in the media a lot. And I was like, okay, let me go over here and see about this TikTok. And I started the account and I started faceless because I was like, okay, I'm still suspicious about this. But the point of me telling you that is because sometimes you need people to be out of your life for you to step into your next phase. Sometimes people are in your life holding you back from what you really should be doing, and you busy helping them and focusing on them and not focusing on the many that you're supposed to be supporting and helping. And that's my own testimony because I feel like I'm helping a lot of people and I'm being me and authentic and doing it. But at the same time, y'all wouldn't have seen Dr. Lisa. Y'all just probably wouldn't have. Y'all never would have met me if that person was still in my life and in my ear and in my head the way she was, in terms of what I thought about social media and being in this space. I probably wouldn't have blossomed. I probably wouldn't have done any of this, And so I say that because sometimes you do need to move things around, move people. You need to say, no, I can't. I'm going to do this in a way that you can free yourself and be able to do what you're really set out to do. This is for me. Thank you for sharing. You're right. I appreciate that. Yes, that's 100 Chicago. Yes. I tell you, I say I know from Chicago. Yes. Yeah. That was, thank you so much. And she was actually a Chicago friend too. I was like, sometimes Chicago, you gotta be like Chicago. He said, I'm too. Change comes at a cost. Friends, comfort zone, old identity. Our old identity. It is. Yes, that is for me too. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. So I recognize that. I was talking to my husband about it, and he said, yeah, that friendship needed to end. He said, there's no way you would have been doing this. No way you would have made the time and space to do this because things in your head and your misconceptions and how you were conducting yourself, you wouldn't have done it. He said, you didn't make the space to even do it. And so he was like, yeah. So, and he's been my best supporter because my biggest champion on it too. Because he's like, you know what? I see you. He said, I know what you're capable of. He said, the world needs to see you now. So I was like, hey. He's like, hey, we'll make space for it. And that's sometimes you need to do that. Sometimes you need to do it, and people will hold up and have a whole big patio furniture in your life. They sitting out on your couch, on your patio, on your front porch. They just camping out, and you letting them do that and not allowing yourself to fully grow and blossom the way you should. And you got to be open. You got to be open. My husband is the same way. He says, I'm doing God's work. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. He said, love a supportive husband. Yeah. Yeah. He's my biggest champion. Now he'll be like, well, wait a minute, you doing that TikTok today? I get them comments every now and then too. So y'all, I'm probably gonna have to get off. Sure, I need to get off anyway. I have a 1 o'clock, but he does respect that I do this, and he's funny. I was like, yeah, I'm doing it today. He's like, all right. And it helps my goal is to retire him. Yes. Oh, I love that. I need to start saying that to him, huh? Be like, yeah, my goal is to retire you. Hello, fellow introvert from Chicago. Yes, I had to resolve the same issue. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. And so I told you, you guys know this is the vacation hair. So I'm gonna tell y'all now, just a heads up for y'all in the room. The vacation hair has to come out within the next 24, 48 hours. At some point, I'll probably put it back in, but the vacation hair is time to wash the real hair. It's true, it works. But with saying that, my friends I went to my vacation with him at the end of March. Um, they're my biggest supporters too. Now those are my good girlfriends from college, and we've been rolling with each other for a while, and they love it. And those are the ones that come in and like, hey Betsy, I see you, I love you doing this. And so those are the people you want around you too. Those are the people who get you, and they're not going to say anything negative. They're not going to have their own issues about it. They come in and they support what you're doing. And at the end of the day, my fellow introverts, I know we have to get over being our shy introverted shell of ourselves, but at the end of the day, um, this is where you can be your authentic self too. I look at myself, I'm talking, I see how much I've grown. I'm impressed with my growth, and at the end of the day, it is about connecting with people. And people are often your followers, and your target audience are reflections of you. And so if you see it in that way, people will be able to relate to you, and you can be authentic. You said me again. That's it. You said I'm speaking to people this morning, huh? So I'm speaking to myself also, because that's what this is. Sometimes you gotta step back and you gotta encourage yourself and keep doing it, but you can't do it scared. You just gotta do it and say, I'm okay. I'm doing this. It's gonna be fine. I'm about to put the summer hair in. I get it. Yes, I get it. No, this was vacation hair, but it is about to be summer hair too in a second. I'll have to transition. I love it. All right, my good friends. I did not, because I do have to go, but let me show you this, because I didn't get a chance to show it fully. Um the stand store. Let's start over, because I do have the YouTube video, so you guys can see what I submitted, what I have for you. Hard to believe you were an introvert. Really? What? Yeah, I'm the shy kid. I tell people all the time, like my younger self would be so surprised. My younger self would say, "Girl, what are you doing? I cannot believe you." Yeah, this is what I say. And so both my kids are extroverts, but my little 5-year-old, my 5-year-old is the kid in the grocery store that's saying hi to everybody that pushed their cart past him. So he want to say hi and wave, and how you doing? We go outside, you see the neighbor walking their dog. He's like, hi, what's your dog's name? Like, well, if you don't stop talking to people. So he's that kid. He's super sweet, but he's the kid that, like, your mom is trying to be quiet and mind her business, and you got folks having to talk to me now. And my daughter's the same way, same introvert, even after being a, yes, that's it. I taught courses. Yeah, I ran a whole department, and I would go in my office and close my door. Like, look here, y'all got a lot from me just now. Now let me go in my office and recharge. So I was that person. Lucy, thank you so much for sharing it. Dr. Lisa, this really helped me just now. This is Bountiful Healing. Oh, how you doing, Bountiful Healing? I appreciate your friend. That's my YouTube. You said that's me now. All these neighbors speaking to me because exactly. It's like, and my husband's kind of quiet too, so he really gets it, because he does his morning walks, and he'll put his headphones on, and he's like walking down the street, and he ever has my son with him, he's like, man, I can't do nothing. I got to talk to people and walk and wave. And yeah, my son has us like all messed up. I get this too. I'm retired administrative assistant. My kids are extroverted. Yes, yes. Yeah, my daughter was the kid. She's 20 in college, and she has her little crew, her little tribe she hangs out with. And she was the kid when we were younger. It was always play dates. That was her thing. Can we go play date? Can I go play date? I was like, girl, I don't feel like dealing with their parents. I don't want to do no play date, because I gotta sit there. I gotta sit there and have a conversation. And so, yeah, but I did. I had to do the play dates too. So yeah, but My people, I appreciate you so much. She said, right. Yes, kids are outspoken, super outspoken. Okay, I'm looking at the clock, so I'm at 12:50 almost. So I do need to head out. So let me do this. If you click my photo once, if you want to go into my stand store, I'm just going to show you what's there. Grab what you need. I will come back at 4. I'm going to talk about TikTok Shop. That was something somebody asked about, and then I'll talk to my introverts, my shy, my newbies. So if you're new for me, come back. I'm happy to talk with you. And then if you want to grab the bundle, and if you got the bundle already, let me know. I'll add you to the Instagram group chat. And then if you want to grab the bundle, grab it, and then send me a message from Instagram as well. He said new here. I appreciate you. I'll be grabbing bundle. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions. I do respond on TikTok. I had past tense imposter accounts. If you get a message from anybody that says that this is my new account, it is not true. So, with that being said, let me know because I will be submitting my report again to TikTok Legal to make sure they get rid of any new imposter accounts that pop up. He said, "Oh yes, it was real bad last week." So I posted about it today to say, okay, they finally got rid of my imposter accounts, but I know what to do now because I've been trying to get them. Literally they have popped up. Gosh, I want to say they popped up like in February. So I had been dealing with people reaching out, and they took my logo, took my name, reaching out to people. And so hopefully that phase is done. I'm sure some new ones will probably creep up, but let me know. I don't have new accounts. So I tell people that all the time. I do not have a new account. If somebody does that to you, then it's a fake account. And then so pay attention to the photos or the posts that they have, how many followers. Those are some of the telltale signs. So those are things that they do, but they've been pretty sophisticated lately, where they looked. There was one that had like a whole lot more followers and a whole lot of likes. But then when you looked at the content, they took my images and the content only had like 50 views or 20 views or 10 views. I was like, well, how you got all those likes and so few views? So it was fake. But anyway, so definitely keep me posted. And then let me know if you have any questions. And if you click my profile, this mini screen pops up. If you click it again, it'll take you to my main profile where you'll be able to TikTok Legal to act so quickly. You know what, Wiser? Go to my profile. You know what I'm about to show you? Let's see. If you go to my profile page, I'll actually walk you through the steps. I just posted about it. This one here. That post there where it says report copyright infringement. That's how you do it. That's the steps. And TikTok Legal will literally, you submit the request, put all the different documentation in there, and they acted within 4 days. It was about 2.5, 3 days. I'll say 3 days because it was a weekend that fell the last time, and then I had to report another one. So the one I did just now was Tuesday. They got back to me by Friday. Yep. So that's how you would do it. And then if you click my stand store there, that's how you get to the products. Okay. Okay. And then this is the bundle I was talking about. And I'll keep this on sale for, I have a 1 o'clock and a 2 o'clock. I'll take it down before my 4 o'clock. So you can grab it before my 4 o'clock. That'll be great. Okay. Thank you, because we reported over 180 of them and TikTok did nothing, really. Did you go to that website? You're welcome. Go to that website, because the whole internal process here where you say, oh, I'm a report, and they keep sending you those messages talking about no violation found, that was a problem for me. Dr. Lisa, informal session. Thank you so much. You're welcome, friend. Trading futures with Dr. K. Yes, do it, friend. Yeah, so when you report inside the app, they do nothing. I literally went through that all of the month of, well, really into this month of April, because I kept reporting them, and then I would have my followers and viewers report them, and nothing. So that was the only way it happened. You had to do a copyright infringement report. So that's what you want to do. Okay. All right, good friends. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And thank you, my YouTube friends, too. My YouTube channel is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. So go there. Make sure you go to one of my shorts, put a comment in, like it, and subscribe. And that way I'll do the same for you because I get notifications for the shorts for any of my content. So if you go there, I can see it. The chat, I don't see as much. So on the live stream, I see it now, but I can't go back and view it, rather. I'll pass some information. Bless you. Yes, thank you. You're welcome, friend. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, take care. See you guys later. And thank you, YouTube. Thank you, friends here. Let's see.